I'm gonna do like an hour. I think I'll do like a 1 hour, 2 hour stream. That's gonna be the goal. This one's a little bit. Yeah, it's fine. 1 hour, 2 hour stream. My mic is on. Okay. Audio. Cool. Okay, so now, oh, you're here so early, Matthias. That's awesome. Matthias is here early. What's up, Fish? What's up, Pepito? My mic is on. Pop out chat. Right click the URL from the. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay. Copy it. Launch OBS. View on the top upper left corner of the screen. Docs. Huh? No, Docs is now a thing here. Drop down menu. It says custom browser docs. URL. Okay, this is gonna be chat, and then we're gonna put URL here. Apply. Okay, that's a doc. Looks like a doc. Well, how do I get it on the screen? But that's not. I need the overlay though. Bottom left. Oh, okay. Okay. I got this. Close the dockable window. Close. Press browser. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Chat. Here we go. And that's a project. And then we're going to put this here. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's not really the cute. As you can hear, there's somebody who's drilling in the building right now. Don't know why they're drilling. Don't know what's going on. No, don't remove that. Remove this. Sorry, I just shook the thing. What does my shirt say? The Bite or something? The Bite of Seattle, 1999. This is something I thrifted. Or I got it from Grail. What's up, Matthias, Fish, Pepito, Alm, Karina Lescano. Oh, a new Karina. Alexis, Olivia, Wong, Evelyn, Mahi. Hi, Ellie. Glad you're live streaming at this time since I missed the last few. Yeah, I wanted to just try something new with the stream timing. Jonathan J, what's up? Nublet, what's up? Love the sound already. I'm glad. Liminal, great timing. What's up, Wong? Construction music. What's up, Curse today? LMFAO, what's happening? Yeah, somebody's just drilling something in the damn building. This has been going on and off for the past month. Right now it is 12:22. Like, not time wise, it is the 22nd of December, meaning motherfuckers are 2 days away from Christmas Eve and doing this shit, which I have many thoughts on that. First of which being, I hate the state of labor in this country. And the second of which being, why the fuck are y'all doing this on fucking Christmas break? Motherfuckers are on break right now. Anyway, I need to figure out how to get a LAN cable on my new laptop. So let me look this up while y'all settle in. Wow, I finally made it to another stream. What's up, Ava? Ethernet. It doesn't have a built-in Ethernet port, but you can connect it to using a USB to Ethernet adapter. Great. So I gotta get an adapter. I'm having a great time so far. I love streaming. Streaming is so much fun. Hi everybody. Bubbles Bubbleettes. What's up? VS. Hello everybody. How are you? I'm good. Because the drilling shall not stop even when it is Christmas. We will drill and drill and drill. We will drill until the cows come home. We're gonna watch some stuff. We'll start by watching some talk ticks. You know what I mean? Some TikToks. That. Let me log in.
Portiş gelmiş bana diyor ki ben diyor buranın yapımını hatırlıyorum diyor galiba. Herhalde yanımda bir fosil taşıyorum. Portiş gelmiş bana diyor ki
I'm just on TikTok and it started playing a random video.
Ben diyor buranın yapımını hatırlıyorum diyor galiba. Portiş gelmiş bana diyor ki ben diyor buranın yapımını hatırlıyorum diyor. Portiş gelmiş bana diyor ki ben diyor buranın yapımını hatırlıyorum diyor galiba. Herhalde yanımda bir fosil taşıyorum. Yalancı bir fosil. Bam bizi bir yere soktu bu, tamam mı? En pahalı şey 150 lira, o da ceket. Bir de gitmiş bir şey beğenmiş. Dokundum gibi kaşınmaya başladım. Ya Rabbil Alemin, resmen yanımda yaşlı amca taşıyorum ya. Yürüyüşe bak, kafaya bak. Şu gencecik halimde yaşlı bir amcayla takılıyorum. Hangisi güzel dedi. Ben de ikisi güzel ya deyip başından sağmaya çalıştım, tamam mı? Sırada bana bak sen dolandırılmışsın dedi. Burada kar
Send the code.
Sonra kasanın orada bana bir baktım. Başından sağmak için söylediğim şey ciddi almış. İkisini de alıyor.
Send the damn code.
Gel kafana bunu alalım. Kulakların üşümez dedim. Ama diyor burnum üşür diyor.
I have confirmed this.
Bu kız burnunu böyle takmıyordu. Şu tamir edilen figür var ya. Neden tamir ediyor biliyor musunuz? Çünkü bu yere düşürdü az önce. Bir de çekme utanıyorum diyor. Sakar Şakir. Aman yarabbim, Bursa'da görülen zombi görenleri çok korkuttu. Bana diyor ki arkadaşlarına selam ver diyor. Bak diyor bak ne yapacağım, bak asi çocuğum ben diyor. Ben asi çocuk sevmem diyor. Peki. Asi çocuk sevmeyen kıza bak, iki yanın ortasına şak diye oturdu. Yemin ederim var ya, şu cücenin dili olsa der ki yeter artık, bıktım. Benim tabağıma bak şimdi. Bir de Portiş'in tabağına bak. 40 kilo kız ya, sıfır masa. Portiş gelmiş bana diyor ki ben diyor buranın yapımını hatırlıyorum diyor galiba. Herhalde yanımda bir fosil taşıyorum.
What's up? I figured there might be one Turkish person here. Hello. Okay, we finally got TikTok open. The chaos continues. Let's watch some TikToks, guys.
How my Korean.
Hi, my name is Min, and this is my first drink of the night. Hey, my name is Min, and this is my last drink.
Oh my God.
My name is Mike. This is my first drink of the night. I'm Mike. Not my last drink of the night.
Go.
Hi, my name is Kondam. This is my first drink. But I speak, I don't even understand myself. I'm sober. I only have one drink. I love my bloody Milan.
This is my last.
This is my last drink for the night.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Amy. This is my first drink of the night.
Okay, she got it together. I think she's together.
Hi, my name is Amy. It's my last drink of the night.
Yep. She got it together.
Okay, go.
Hi, my name is Peter, and this is my first drink of the night.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Peter, and the last drink of the night. This go yeah.
Hi, my name is Kong. This is my first drink of the night. Have fun.
He's struggling.
Good night. This is my last class. Slipping out.
Oh, he's
Hi,
gone.
I'm Tin. This is my first drink of the night. My name is Tin. This is my last drink of the night.
The drills.
Whoa! Hi.
What's up, Vega?
G Theo, and this is my first drink of the night.
He's on it.
Hello, this is Jade Bill, and this is my last drink for tonight.
Bro, how are they drinking so much, bro? They're all gone. By the way, y'all, there is a drill going off in the background, on and off. So just enjoy that. Enjoy the soothing sounds of construction. Yes, it is 3 p.m. in New York City, in the middle of the beginning of a holiday break. And yes, motherfuckers are here drilling.
How my Korean grandma cooks Costco chicken leftovers.
Oh yeah, boil it. You always gotta boil it. No salt needed because they got a lot of salt in that Costco chicken. Okay, this looks good. I'm gonna eat soup tonight, so this is good inspo. Construction ASMR. Oh yeah. Soup is just the best because it's really just making something out of whatever you got. Oh my god, the sesame seeds. See, this is where it's elite. This is where the elite, oh my goodness, this is where the elite separate themselves from the rest of the pack. Throw the bones away, okay. Oh, that looks delicious. Straining it. Oh wow. Yeah, let's get some noodles. Knife cut noodles. I wonder where they got that from. Any vegetables you prepare to the broth? Are they playing K-pop in the background? Oh yeah. Costco chicken kalguksu. That looks awesome, dude. Holy cow. That is so inspirational. I'm hitting like on this. This is getting a like. The last one should get a like too. Look at them enjoying it. When you run out of noodles, add rice to your soup. Hey, why not? Man, cause look at how much flavor is in there at the end.
How much?
Hi, my
I'm
name
hitting
is...
like on this too.
How?
Oh my god, are you the girl that makes videos on how to bag men? Yeah, that's me. I bag many men. Oh my god, can you tell me, do you have any tips or tricks? Oh, I've got plenty. First thing you want to do is when you're sleeping over, you're going to want to set a lot of alarms for the middle of the night. But you're going to want to change the alarm sound to ringtones. Oh, so he thinks there's like a bunch of guys calling. But a couple days before that, you're going to want to scroll through the local obituary and find some recently deceased people and exhume their corpse. And the grave's going to be a little damp because the body's excreting all these fluids, so I always bring a wetsuit. You can't forget the wetsuit. Oh, I was probably gonna skip this step, so. Anyways, you're gonna want to put the body under his bed the night before. And I assume you've already made a copy of his key from the 6 months of surveillance you've been doing. I met him last week. Oh, so cute. Well, that means you have 5 months and 3 weeks left of surveillance. You stupid little girl. Gross. And then we're gonna want to get a picture of
What a lovely
pig's blood
detail.
from the local butcher. Okay. Just kidding. I don't get mine from the local butcher. Don't ask me where I get mine from. I
She
won't.
won't ask.
Anyways, before the alarms go off, I get up every 30 minutes or so and just pour a little bit of pig's
Relatable,
blood
Molly.
all over him. You know, so as to
no, not the
jolt
pig's blood.
him awake. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Anyways,
Makes
I put
sense.
the body out, and then I pour some pig's blood on that. And then I put a 14-inch knife in his hand. Ask me where I got the 14-inch knife.
Don't
Ask
ask
me where I
her
got the-
because
Where'd you get the 14-inch knife? Never ask me where I got the... Oh, I'm sorry. And then before all the alarms go off, you're going to want to get in the corner of the room and tie yourself up with some rope.
Okay. Okay.
Ask me where I got the rope from.
Don't ask her. It's a setup.
But you told me not to ask you where you got the... Ask me where I got the rope from. Ask me. But you told me you told me. I said ask me where did you get the rope from? Where did you get the rope? Home Depot. They have a great selection. And I love their jingle. Snack that smiles back. Home Depot.
That's not the Home Depot shit.
Anyways, then all the alarms are gonna go off, and then he's gonna
What's up,
wake
Freddy?
up and be like, "Oh, what boy is calling you?" But then you're gonna be in the corner crying, and you're gonna be like, "They know what you did," and you're gonna be ostracized from the community. But I can help you. I'm always there for you. I'll always be there for you. Oh no, the doors are locked, silly. Anyways, then you're gonna hop him at the body, and then you're gonna clean up the blood. I recommend half lemon juice, half baking soda, and then you're gonna threaten to go to the police if he ever leaves you.
Can you get arrested for making a
Definitely
TikTok
for
like
life.
this?
I bought the most expensive cookies money can buy. Let's try them and rate them 1 through 10. These cookies were $155 and you get 12 of them. It's a company based out in LA and they ship the cookies directly to my house.
These cookies are gonna be some
the customer
bullshit.
service was fire. They
No
emailed me
context will ever be
12
provided,
times. They was
Freddie.
really hyping it up. Like, these are the most exclusive cookies you gonna
I'm
possibly
gonna
get.
just
I'm so happy
I'm
you
gonna
bought
make that a
them. Thank you
rule.
for buying them.
I'm gonna
Tell
enforce
people-
like a no context rule from now on my stream. If you come in even a smidgen late, nobody will explain anything to you. You are to fend for yourself. You are to find out all details by yourself. And I will call it the Freddy rule. Never any context ever.
on Instagram that they don't cost too much. Well, we about to find out. Yeah, I'm so excited though. I'm a sucker for packaging. This is beautiful.
It's really not. I don't like that packaging at all.
This is a special Thanksgiving box, so it only comes with 4 flavors, but you get 3 each, so you get 12 cookies altogether. These
That's
bags
cheap,
are not
man.
resealable. That's terrible. That's crazy. I'm getting a Ziploc bag. I'm from around the way. I'm leaving here with something. The floor is lava. It's a lava cake cookie.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is it warm?
Bro.
Wait, it just shocked me. What is that?
That's the best sweet I've ever had in my goddamn life. I didn't say cookie, I said sweet. 10 out of 10.
Okay.
I hate to do that on the first one. S'mores campfire. 10
That
seconds
looks
in the
fucking
microwave
good.
later. Oh my god, it's like falling apart.
Oh my god, it's stringing. The marshmallow is stringing.
What? I'm not a huge fan of s'mores flavored things, but that's done beautifully. 9 out of 10. Stifler's mom is American Pie. My wife just told me it's from the movie American Pie. I didn't know that. Straight out the microwave. This is probably the softest one. It's literally falling apart.
Oh my god.
Can't even
That's
believe
too wet in the middle. But it is a pie. It's a pie thing. Bro, these cookies look insane.
That's more like an apple cinnamon oatmeal cookie than it is apple pie. But nonetheless, that is delicious. 9.8 out of 10.
Hey, hi, Elio.
Basic
Argentina
white girl
campeón
pumpkin
mundial.
spice latte flavor. Oh, it's filled with something.
Felicidades, señor.
I just read the package, and that's a cappuccino cream cheese with a pumpkin dough. I don't like that. That's like a 3. It's like a 2 out of 10. I will attempt to justify why that's $150. The pros. The package does say that you can freeze them if you don't eat them all. You can throw them out on the counter and heat them up, and they taste brand new. You can buy those for a wedding or like a little dinner party, and you will impress everybody. They delicious. Most of them, except for the last one. It's exclusive flavoring, which means they like drop.
I thought
limited,
chip
so
cookies
you never
was
know if you
expensive.
will get them or not. And everybody want to feel
Chip
exclusive.
cookies is expensive,
Cons.
but
It's $150 for a box of cookies. You gonna
I would
eat
rather
them, and
just
you
get
gonna
chip
realize you spent $150. To some of your friends, you might come off as a douchebag that just spent $150 on cookies. Did I successfully convince you that that's worth $150? I don't know. That's up to you. If it's up to me, I say $100, $85 with the EBT card. If I had to buy it again, $90 at the most.
yeah, I'm with
Estamos
you.
haciendo el mofongo de la
Oh,
pequeña
yeah.
lechonera. Mira lo que le metemos.
This comment says too much garlic. I already know that the recipe is gonna be good.
Un poco de mojito para ablandar el pilón. ¿Tú me entiendes? Para que quede. Y
Okay,
deja
this is
ese ahí
Boricua
y todos los
mofongo,
tostones
but
volados.
I'll deal with it.
Y los mete ahí, mira.
$150 is too much for any food. Not any
Le
food.
mete,
but
mira, un poco de mojo.
poco de
Para
mojo.
que él coja y saca la de esto, van, y mira.
Oh wow, inteligente.
Mira.
So you're mixing the
El mofongo
fried
tiene que
ones.
ser, tú sabes, con los tostones frescos, acabados de salir.
He's saying that the
No puedes-
mofongo has to be with. So mofongo is a dish with plátanos. These are plátanos. It has to be a dish that you have to have fresh plantains. What he say? Fresh plantains or what?
El mofongo tiene que ser, tú sabes, con los tostones frescos, acabados de salir.
With fresh tostones, not fresh plantains necessarily. Fresh plantains would be yeah.
No puede ser tostones. Tiene que ser, tú sabes, con los tostones frescos, acabados de salir.
Yeah, like right out of the fucking fryer.
No puede ser tostones que estén ahí así. ¿Tú me entiendes?
Yeah, you have to get the steam is coming out. You have to be fresh out of the fryer.
Y ahí, mira, le hace esto. Este
And you're
mofongo
mixing
es
it with some that's boiled or mashed.
de camarón.
They're not
Mira
bananas.
cómo es.
Those are plantains.
Mira el camarón.
Now you have so what we got here is some shrimp, which looks like it's been made in like a stew. That looks amazing.
¿Ok? Entonces,
Chicken spring rolls, mini veggie samosas, or mini chicken tacos. Please help. Somebody's been to Costco. Go with the samosas. Looking forward to catching up on your content over the summer break, by the way, Elliot. Over the summer break? Oh. Wait, is it summer over there?
y ahora tú vienes con el camarón, mira, hace esto, mira.
You're just going to pour the shrimp into this concoction of delicious mashed and fried plantain goodness.
Mira cómo queda, ¿ves?
Oh,
Aquí
shit.
viene en el plato.
Aha, now you're going to be in the ball like that, yeah.
Nice. ¿Y este estilo de qué pueblo?
Estilo de Aguadilla. De allá,
Tiro de aguadilla.
de la playa.
¿Y de qué condado?
Del caserío Aponte, chulo, mira.
¿Y aquí de qué condado?
Oh, de South Bronx. South Bronx in the house. Mira cómo es esto, mira, mira, mira.
So they got it from that place in Puerto Rico, and this is in South Bronx.
South Bronx, mira, mira. South Bronx.
South Bronx. South Bronx.
Mira.
Eso es mofongo.
Esto es
Look at me, I already had dinner, otherwise I'd be starving. This is me building up an appetite.
mofongo de camarón.
I love food
From the
content.
South Bronx, mira, y el mojito, mira, mira, mira.
Oh,
Mira, mira,
they're
mira,
cheering
mira.
on in the background.
Ah,
What is the mojito? I
mira
don't
cómo
know.
queda eso.
Some sort of
chulo.
salsa.
Nice.
That looks fucking amazing, dude. They don't cook like that anymore. You can tell he's old school. I love it. That's fucking real.
Remember this? When people were getting help messages from Shein workers? We couldn't confirm the validity of these images, but they did spark internet speculation into the conditions of Shein factories. And this undercover investigation proves our worst fears, that Shein workers are exploited horrifically.
Give context, please.
Let's talk about it. In one factory, workers are paid roughly $500 a month to make 500 items of clothing a day. In the other, workers are paid about 4 cents an item. Both factories only give workers 1 day off per month, and workers cite consistent 18-hour days.
First time I could watch the stream, always miss it because of time difference. I wanted to switch up the times for folks like y'all.
Work at 8 a.m. and said he wouldn't be leaving until 3 a.m. This news is horrifying, but it's unfortunately not surprising.
Nope.
Because it's literally not possible to sell clothes for $2 and make it $100 billion profit without exploiting workers. Nope. You cannot list 6,000 new clothes to a website should be very intuitive to people humanely. At this point. What's extra terrifying is that this system of exploitation is highly successful. Shein makes more money than Zara and H&M combined. This means other companies will be incentivized to adopt Shein's exploitative business model. But the consequences extend outside of fast fashion, because Shein is creating an industry-wide expectation of exploitation. Take Amazon Prime. Before the service, it was acceptable for packages to deliver weeks after purchase. Now, we're mad if our order takes more than 2 days, to the extreme detriment of delivery drivers. The same can be said for Shein. By making cheap garments available, Shein is devaluing the labor of fashion and creating a consumer expectation that $2 is a fair price for a t-shirt.
Yeah, this is how the system works. Companies like this pop up all the time, whether it's Shine, whether it's Amazon, whether it's, Nike even. And they find new ways to get the most exploitation of labor possible to deliver convenience. Convenience is definitely the thing of now. It's the thing of now. This era, we have access to so many products that now the biggest moneymaker is being able to provide the products in a convenient and fast time. And you can't really, I don't really like to moralize purchases from these companies because we all have our reasons, Like I buy stuff off of Amazon Prime sometimes. Like, we're also working for our money and not having enough money. And the system it works in that way. So moralizing purchases of a specific company would be missing the point entirely, which is that this is what capitalism does. With that said, of course, if you're going to start anywhere, start with not doing from Shein, because there's so many alternatives to Shein or Shine that you can get with the convenience is not really that big of a difference, and the products are going to be probably better or at least similar quality, and are going to also be affordable. So with something like Amazon, they've made themselves so entrenched in our everyday stuff and so irreplaceable, so that it's just different. To where I don't really understand why people are so interested in Shein. I think there's so many things that have to change, politically, culturally too, but politically, before we can sit and look for answers to conundrums like these. This is how the shit works. This is basically what I'll say. Never heard of Shein? Well, there you go. My hair is very nice. Thank you.
Hey chef, can you make me something with $10?
Oh yeah,
$10
back to food.
is a whole heap of money. Of course. Right now we're at Union Market. Get everything we need. Curry powder, onion, ginger, garlic salt, thyme, sardines, garlic, Scotch bonnet.
He's switching in and out of the Jamaican accent.
That's it. What do you think it'll cost? $4.98 for everything? Oh, okay.
So now
this is stuff that I'm fascinated with, because this is the type of stuff that we need to learn. Sorry for the drilling. The stuff that we need to learn is affordability. How to save money for ourselves. I'm really big on sharing affordability tips and advice, budget advice, and I'm really fascinated by learning about recipes that are made as cheap as possible. I think that these are the things that we're gonna have to be thinking about a lot in the coming years as well. The way that the economy works, to where figuring out how to make the most from the least is gonna be. It's just a valuable part of our cultures anyway, for those of us, who are we're from different places and parts of the world that have histories of poverty, and through those times of poverty, people found ways to make the most with the least. And it's something that a part of our anxieties in this day and age as younger people who are descended from immigrants a lot of the time, or just middle class in general, is we're so accustomed to the convenience and to the the high quality, the high end stuff, to the nice iPhone and to the, you know, Chipotle meal, that we are completely not only are we like missing out and like are disillusioned to the world, knowing how, you know, bad the sources of these things are, and feeling so helpless, and also you know, cutting ourselves off from like all these different things that we could be learning about. But you know, we're also just like we're making ourselves anxious and unempowering ourselves. When we learn how to make value out of things, we become, and then use that value for ourselves. That's extremely empowering. And so I really want to advise that Latin people we know about.
Cut up the meat for
yeah,
me.
A lot of us do.
$3.45. We just got our stuff. Why are you back here, bro?
Rice.
Thank you.
927.
Dude,
nice.
I can't believe you just did that. That's what I do. Let's get to cooking, chef.
All right. First step, season up the curry goat, make it curry and smoke. Garlic salt. Time.
So
Put it on the grill, letting the curry goat smoke. We're gonna start preparing everything else. Garlic, scallion, onion, thyme, salt, garlic salt, rice. Every grain counts. All right.
Wow, look at that rice, man.
So that's done. I'm just gonna leave it here. Next step, the sardines and our dumplings. Scallion, onion, thyme,
Yeah, I'm gonna be learning a lot of cooking too, Freddie.
Sardines. Good thing, you can make natural ingredients taste good on a budget. Always go for natural ingredients. Flour, water. Keep rolling. So this is what they look like here.
Nice frying sardines.
Woo! Wow, look at that.
Good to go?
Jeez.
To go.
$10 he did this?
Remember this bag?
What are you gonna do with that bag, chef?
Come on, what anybody else would do with $10. You gotta make everything count. Pour some of this into here. The rest on our grill. Scotch bonnet, onions, scallion,
Scotch
ginger,
bonnet is
thyme.
Scotch bonnet is real shit.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh, thank you, Nicolas.
dumpling. So we have our goat here.
That's crazy.
Scotch bonnet. It's not
That's
a good
so
time
good.
without time. All right, Danny. So we took your $10 and we turned it into a gourmet traditional Jamaican curry goat, white rice, the sardines, and then the dumplings, of course. Go on and dig in. Let's go.
That's extremely good stuff. Good shit, man.
Bro, that's flavor bomb right here. Chef, you killed it. 10 out of 10.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Respect.
That looks awesome. I've never had curry goat. Can you believe that?
I definitely see you.
Cooling stream. Cooling, yeah. Cooking. One day I'll cook a little bit on stream, I guess. I don't know. It's hard. The thing is, it's not that easy to get a good camera angle in your kitchen. It's really not intuitive at all. Like, it seems like it's easier than it actually is. But like, maybe I could like show you, make it like the most I could do is maybe like film some clips or something. What's up, Jess? Look for food sharing, food saving groups, and get involved if you can. More sustainable, affordable, and you get to know your community. That's good advice, Corey. That's good advice, Corey.
Ooh, your crib face snazzy. What's that? Oakwood? Yes. How'd you know? Femi, something light. I dabble.
A New Yorker will say I dabble so quick. Like, so many New Yorkers will dabble in a lot of shit, and they will tell you that they dabble. They'll be like, "What's that?" You know?
What?
Sorry for the drilling, y'all.
That's not funny. Stop playing. I'm joking with you. What the fuck? My parents are gone for the night. What you mean? They're gone. Like what? So nobody else supposed to be here? No, and you freaking me out. Stop. You trying to lie on me? What? Nah, I'm fucking with you. But dead ass though. Somebody's dead upstairs walking around. Oh my god. What you about to do? Don't you mean we? You heard me say that? So what are you gonna do? Leave? Yeah. We cool, but not that cool. This your crib. Respectfully, I don't want no parts. Wow, you cannot be serious. Look, fucking with you. Now he finna shake the room on us. Wait. That's Mike? Mike! What's up with you, baby? So you just gonna ignore me? Nah, I'm fucking with you. I know you be heavy on us, silent. But yo, check this. You just trying to cut me? Nah, you losing me. I ain't gonna lie, I was fucking with you. You was my man just a second ago. But I'm gonna really have to put you in a
what exactly like makes like males like better leaders than women?
This This is like 426. This is very
Like
viral.
what makes a man a better leader? He's far less influenced by emotions. He's far more willing to do what needs to be done for the people over whom he governs than women are. Women are far more likely to allow emotional impulses to govern their judgment, and I think that the historical record is very clear.
I want to weigh in on this really quickly. So obviously what makes a good leader is going to depend on in what context they need to lead. So
You could
for
play a
example,
horror game one day?
They've
I don't
done
know.
studies where
I
they
don't know.
found that when women are in top executive positions they studied over 1,000 different companies, and they found that companies that had women in top executive
that
positions, those companies outperformed all of their competitors by
that's
near
the
25%.
extent.
Even more so, this idea that women are governed by their emotion and men are just the rational ones is just complete nonsense. So there's two different studies that completely just debunk this, okay? The first one being a study that was done recently where they tracked over 152 men and women, and a group of those women were actually even on their period at the time, John, and they found that men and women in that group all reported near identical emotional fluctuation. Not to mention, they've done another study where they presented men and women with complex moral decisions. And they did find that women had a more emotional response. However, the rationale behind the decisions made were no different. Men and women were virtually identical when it came to making rational decisions.
Duh.
Emotion is not actually the antithesis to
Emotion
rationale.
informs
The study that
rationale.
he's referring to with the corporate executives thing, this is a very ad hoc sort of approach where you have these corporations, they don't want a media backlash, they want to look favorable to their donors and everything, so they appoint women to avoid
So you're just
lawsuits.
gonna
I'm sure they
question
do a
the
great
integrity.
job, but in terms of leadership, who's going to get you across the river, not be across
This
already?
looks like
Be
it's just like
okay, my
a
turn.
debate.
Show me a company that's trading on the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange that was started in a garage and becomes like a multi-billion-dollar company. Every one that you can show me that was started by women and led to that success, there's 100 that were started by men. This is just the nature of the game.
Yeah,
I'm
look
sorry.
at
In terms
in
of
my one
experience versus
example of a
you
weird
know,
thing that I
emotional
decided was the
experience
only
versus
invalid
acting on that. Like you
thing,
said, men are better at controlling that emotion. We might experience
which
it,
is
but we're better
absolutely
at
not at all
controlling it. Maybe there's a study
influenced by
with some
social
fun,
issues.
You know, hypothetical ethical experiments. That's great, but we've had thousands of years of this, and I think that the record is pretty clear.
Well, the thousands of years that you keep referencing are ignoring all kinds of context there, first and foremost. Second of all,
Humans are
I don't-
flawed.
Well, hold on,
We're at
wait. I don't know
6.
why you're telling a bedtime story right now to the audience about this study. You're making something up because you're coping over the fact that
He said you're
this
coping.
study clearly shows that when women are in top executive positions, the companies outperform their competitors by near 25%. This was a study done in 29 different countries with over 1,000 companies. So you can't just tell a story and try to explain it away. That's coping.
You totally can. Show me then
I mean,
those decisions that were made. Establish a common variable and then find some causal link from there.
You're trying to
We're going,
define,
"Oh my gosh,
like,
the biggest
capitalism."
companies are implementing DEI
You're trying to define,
training.
like,
Oh, this is like
an
evidence
inherently
of women winning. No, show me one that has
oppressive
been built from the
system.
ground up by a disproportionate
I'd say,
amount
like,
of female
yeah, the
leaders
oppressed
relative to
class
men,
is
and
way
then I
worse
will
at this
believe you.
oppressed
But this is
system that
Women-owned
oppresses
businesses
them.
all over the place obviously are still significantly in the minority.
You
However,
know who these people
again,
are?
The study that I'm keep referencing, you keep on trying to like run away from and say, show me a woman who started a company in a garage. No, the study that I'm referencing demonstrates that there is a strong correlation between women in top executive positions and the company performing better. What that
Shout out to
demonstrates
Lisa
is that
Sue
women
at
do
AMD.
very much have the potential to be far better leaders or just be as good of leaders as men.
Which I accept the possibility of that, but this idea that, like, okay, so that's one way to look at it. He is accurate in that. Another way to look at it, which is probably the case, which is that big companies have
That's probably
a
the
social
case. Why?
incentive
Because I said
to
it.
include more women, more people of color in their top executives.
That's
There
all he
are
got.
NGOs
That's
and
all he's
leftist
got, bro.
institutions that literally track this. And if
That's all he's
someone's
got
out
is
of
being
line,
like,
they have their media watchdog groups go after
I
these
swear to
people,
God,
which
it's all
affects
just
us.
affirmative
Stop.
action. There's nothing else.
Rationalization is a cope, ladies and gentlemen.
This
Don't
is a
ever
cope,
think
buddy.
about things. Believe the screen people.
No, rationality is not the cope, but trying to just fill in the blanks and say, well, they were probably all just like liberal institutions who were incentivized.
Literally, yes.
That's coping.
What exactly like makes
This is weird. I don't know. I'm wondering what the context of this situation is. The weird guy is John Doyle, and the person who actually has his factory is Hunter Avalon. This is like an actual thing that happens.
Okay, welcome to day 2 of revealing
Oh, I
my
like this
mom's
guy.
deepest, darkest secrets until she decides to pay me back the money that she owes me.
The companies were being
as
woke,
you know,
Your
my
Honor.
husband's
Oh,
telling me
well,
she hasn't paid
lock
me
him
back,
up.
And each day that it takes her
That
to pay me
solves
back,
everything.
The secret's going to get worse and worse and worse. Today's secret is the fact that my mother should be on America's Most Top Wanted because she is a murderer. During high school, anytime I would
murderer?
come home, I would expect, you know, pollo and salsa, which is like a
It's a no
typical Central
context stream,
American
though.
dish where it's like chicken
No
cooked in
context.
sauce.
No
One day, I think I was
context.
in 10th grade, I came home and she was super excited to feed me, and I was like, girl,
Yeah, I thought it was
do
a
this
stitch,
routine every
too.
day. What are you talking about?
What's up, a girl
And she was like,
Africa?
no, like the food is so good today. And I was like, okay. So I'm eating the food and I'm like, yeah, it is good. And she's just laughing and I'm like, did this crazy lady spit in my food or something? And she was like, go look in the trash can. And I'm like, okay, am I not about to see chicken bones because I eat chicken? You would think, huh? I go into the trash can and do you know what I see? Feathers, not chicken. First of all, even if I saw chicken feather, that would be crazy. No, there were feathers that were different. So I started picking through the trash, obviously after I was done eating. And do you know what I find? I find this part of a duck. The mouth, la trompa, the bill. My mom on her way home from work, a duck on the road. And you know, a normal person would give it a funeral, you know, say some prayers.
That's so,
No, she
like-
brought it home, plucked it, and fed it to her children. And you know what she told me? That she was gonna do it again in the future. So if you guys
From
ever see
roadkill?
somebody who looks like me, but less prettier on the road,
That's so
picking up a
unsanitary,
duck,
bro.
just know that might be my mother.
That's crazy. That's not even some regular. That's not even regular like Latino shit. Because Latin people, Latin parents love being obsessed with like, yeah, like, you know, where do you think the chicken comes from? You know, like, there's nothing my dad will take pleasure in more than being like explaining to you the gruesome details of his farming shit. Or like the shit, like the, you know, where we were poor and we know how this, you know, like, I get it, okay, but like roadkill, that's not, like he must have, man, like the poop that you took after that, bro, that's so unsafe, that's so unsanitary, bro. That shit, like, there's no, I don't know any, like, that makes your mom, bro, your mom is like not, like, your mom is like on some bad, that's bad, bro. Somebody gotta tell your mom. Somebody has to tell this person's mom to go roadkill, bro. Like, nah, that has to be a lie.
Mathematics.
Oh, my favorite.
53%.
Por saying.
Let me see if you can do this mathematics for me. You know
Yeah,
how
he's doing his I know this. So he's half like Colombian, half Cuban, and the impression that he's doing is Cuban dad, like his Cuban dad. So you notice, like, so he'll say Latino dad, but like different Latinos have different English accents depending on what part of, like, if you're Hispanic, like, you're from all these different parts of the world with all these different accents in Spanish and all these different, like, you know, ways that you round your mouth in Spanish. So this is not like the way that when you learn English in the United States or even in a different place, especially, like, I'm pulling out so many hairs. Your accent in English changes. It's always different. It's always different. So I was always thinking about that for a while because I was like, Latino dad. I was like, it's Latino dad, but like this is a specific Caribeño living in the U.S. for a while accent.
mathematics.
50. So like there's like a extra emphasis. This might be a lot of other Latino dads. I noticed like there's an extra emphasis on the second to last syllable on a lot of shit. Mathematics. You know, like that's definitely, and there's like definitely like a melodic thing that goes on. Da da da da da da da da da da. Sabrons. Remember, that's like the last syllable, right? There's definitely like a rhythm to it.
3%.
And then the way that you round your vowels, or like your vowels are gonna be different. So he says borseng, which like Dominicans do this too, and Puerto Ricans do this too, where like stuff that ends with like n, like there's a lot. Sometimes there's they add like an e to it. Borseng, what are you doing, eh? Whatever. Whatever. You know, like that's definitely like a rural Caribbean thing in Latin American Caribbean countries that like people pick up across the countries and then do that in Spanish a lot. Like if you know Cibaeños, people who live in Cibao, the Cibao region of DR, they have a very iconic, bizarre accent to a lot of people. Bizarre. where they'll put an I in everything. So, what's an example that I can say? So, oh man, I'm trying to like figure out like a Spanish word that would work with it. Yeah, something. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying not. You know how you used to try to think of an example of something and then your mind starts blanking. Like that's where I'm at. Yeah. So they might say like matar, right? Like you might say matar, which is to kill in Spanish. And somebody from a Cibaeño might say matai. It's like a really. So that's kind of like what that.
Let me see if you can do this mathematics for me. You know how much I am paying for gasoline to bring you to cool? Eh? Can you do that?
To
you
cool.
can do it, right?
To cool.
Okay. Let me see that. English. 48% in English. Eh? You don't speak English.
Is it the way Chileans say "Cómo está"? It's I think there's a similarity in that sense, but it's definitely different. It's definitely different because I think Cibaeños like a Cibaeño will put the I in like a lot of stuff, and I don't know if this is the same way in Chile. It'll be like matai, hace, prende, those kinds of things. So it's more like the way that they're rounding their R instead of even hitting the roll. It's literally just turning into an I. So it's prende instead of prender, right? And I don't know. I think in Chile like that's something like the cachai and the como está stuff is like I don't know if it sounds exactly the same because I don't really speak like when I don't speak to Dana in Spanish very often, and she doesn't talk like that. And I don't really I haven't like heard that much, so I wouldn't know, but it might be similar. I'm not sure.
Bring me the PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Bring me the PlayStation right here.
Right here.
Bring me the PlayStation because if there's a class in PlayStation, you will be number one, right?
Even the gesticulation, even y tiene clase en PlayStation, tú no vas a hacer. Oye. That's people say oye a lot in DR.
Mathematics.
Oye. Mathematics.
So what, you just make jokes online all day? Yeah, have you ever thought about getting a real job? Why would I get a real job when my fake job pays me so well? Because it's not an actual job. My bank account isn't occupied by monopoly money, so... It's about having some self-respect. I feel like I am respecting myself by making money and not doing something that makes me want to die. Back in my day, we actually earned our money. I worked day and night, even on weekends, getting work done. I put blood, sweat, and tears into my job. I put everything I had into it. Damn, that sucks. You should get a t-shirt that says, I spent 40 years doing manual labor and all I got was bragging rights about how much my life sucked and how bitter and miserable I am. You should be ashamed of yourself. Hold on one second, my boss is calling me. Hello? Hey, it's me, your boss. I just wanted to call and give you tomorrow off for being so hot. Hey, that's sexual harassment. You're right. 2 days off to make up for it. Thanks, boss. I love you. Love you too. Anyway, I got a joke due at 4 p.m., so I better hit the road and start doing some fake work at my fake job and enjoy my life. So what, you just...
Thanks so much. I'm debating between doing Terreo Maori or indigenous language in French. Always choose the indigenous language. Always choose the indigenous language. There's an important project going on with that. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, wow. He's playing that. Oh, yeah. He's for you. Now I'm doing it. Oh, wow. You give him a little plating? Oh, that's so cute. Oh, a raw egg on top. Oh, a little... Oh. Oh, we've got ice in the water with a little lime. That's so cute. Oh, good doggo.
Free.
Oh wow, he eats on the snap. Damn, they got him really well trained. Hell yeah, buddy. Yeah, get more rice. You gotta get those carbs. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Alright, so here's my experience at one of the most expensive bakeries in the world. Quick introduction. From the way Cedric's caressing the dough, I already knew my bank account was doomed. Listen, if you're at a restaurant and the guy whips out a ruler and starts calculating the circumference of a croissant, just know you're finished already. Yeah, I'm not the most intelligent person, so here's my experience at Cedric Grole at the Berkeley. As soon as I walked in and I saw LED
I'm gonna get
lights
nothing
underneath
but
the
food
staircase,
content on my
I
TikTok
panicked.
now.
I knew it was all over. So the interior of this place was actually quite nice. There was a guy taking pictures of the menu next to us. I think he had to take pictures because he couldn't believe his eyes. Alright, so they brought me a menu and I flicked it open and the first thing I saw was bow. Orange juice, £11. Click to the next page.
Shit.
Boom. Chocolate
That's
cookie,
pounds, dude.
£25. At
That's
this point,
sterling,
I was so close
bro.
to walking out of this place and going to McDonald's to get like an apple pie or something. One of the waitresses came over and said she's going to give us a tour of like the cookies and pastries that they have. I'm not buying a 4-bedroom apartment. I don't know why I need a tour
That's
for some cookies.
sterling.
But anyway, I just shut my mouth and followed her. I didn't have a clue what she was describing. I just knew the longer she spoke about something, the more expensive it was.
Yeah.
A similar feeling.
Ordered a
Speaking
vanilla
in cash
tart
loss.
cake that kind of
That looks
resembled a flower
amazing.
petal. My friend ordered some sort of
Beautiful.
pear cake.
Shout out to all the pear.
Some people don't deserve their freedom. Anyway, I tried to make like an aesthetic slice so that we could see what was in the middle, but I don't know if this thing had titanium in the base, but it really wasn't cutting through. Like, this wasn't even a joke. I was genuinely trying to get through it. Didn't realize I had to bring a machete just to cut some cake. I think the layers were actually quite balanced and the cake was actually really well made. I tried some of the pear cake, but it really just wasn't for me. But at least now I can say things like,
I eat pears now and shit like that.
there was a table of like Arab men next to us
I like
who
pears.
just got up and left half their food and didn't even touch one of the cakes.
I don't want to be a mechanic. I want to be a baller.
Anyway, to round up the experience, this is how much the bill came to. £101 for 2 tarts and 2 drinks is definitely overpriced. Overall, I'd definitely say the experience was worth it just because a lot of the pastries were really labor intensive and the location was in Knightsbridge, so I kind of get it. Even the toilets were bougie. They look like one titration experiment in chemistry class. How can the water in the toilet look like Voss? Alright, so here's my experience at one of
wild.
the most expensive bakeries.
I wonder what
in
the hell the
world.
deal
Quick
with that
introduction.
toilet is.
From the way Cedric's chorus.
See you, bite me.
In this world,
Oh, nice cat.
it's just
Oh no.
Test one.
Oh no, this is getting creepy.
Select the threat.
Please choose carefully.
Incorrect. Await test 2.
Oh, this is sick. I gotta show this to my friend. My friend is super into horror stuff. Yo, what the fuck? No jump scares, please.
Test 2.
Oh.
Which is your mother?
Bro, this is amazing. Whoa. That's so liminal. Alright, art. Alright, art major.
Test 4. Forget.
For a situation where you are asked anything along these lines, here is what you say in reply. Fredbear does not exist. Spring Bonnie does not exist. Nothing happened to anyone. He does not exist.
Okay, I don't want to get too much of this content more, but I'm definitely going to share this with my friend. Alright, we got some... We got a Thai show. Oh my god, it's still going. Oh no.
Bye. Bye. Love bye.
I'm sorry? Isn't this very interesting? Oh no. That is a fascinating commercial. First of all, it's quite long. Second of all, it went many different places. Third of all, that's a fucking good commercial, bro.
I bought a banana peanut butter smoothie yesterday. But after the transaction went through, they informed me that they had ran out of bananas. But I already paid for it, so they offered me another smoothie in exchange. But they conceded that most of their smoothies were banana-centric anyway. I realized that I had just gone grocery shopping and literally bought a bunch of bananas.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to eat more bananas lately. So I
Good-
asked
good
them,
idea.
would it be weird if I gifted you 2 of my bananas
Hi, Emma.
to put in my smoothie? And they said that would not be weird. But it was weird. I had basically turned their
It was
smoothie shop into a BYOB. A bring your own banana.
Yeah, they're gonna exploit
And
people.
when I sat down to drink my smoothie, I realized I had basically just paid a $13 blender and peanut butter fee. But that's when I had the idea for Just Blender, the world's first smoothie shop that's just blenders, and the customer brings their own fruit in, and we blend it for them. So Sharks, who's ready to mix it up with me?
My mom packed me some extra. Do you want some? Sure. I love these. Do you have a lab partner for Mr. Bilchin's class? I don't.
He's getting her like.
No. Why? Well, I was thinking. I mean, if you had no one else, then maybe you want to be my lab partner. Sure. Nice glasses, loser.
Whoa.
Hey, those are mine. Look at me. I'm Abigail, and I'm an ugly loser.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Don't say that
these
to
things
her.
are so thick, I can see into the future with them.
Damn. What is it like? What does it say that you're dying at 18 years old? Because you bullied the wrong
There.
motherfucker?
That's what you get for being ugly.
And somebody
AF.
came to your house one day and fucked you up?
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't interrupting something, was I? You know, Chris, Abigail here has a big crush on you. What? No, I don't. She does. I can tell. But I know Chris wouldn't want to date a girl like Abigail when you could be dating a girl like me instead.
Whoa.
Isn't that right, Chris? Absolutely.
Whoa!
You want some? Sure. I love these. No. Do you have a
Damn, who wrote this?
Class?
That's crazy. He said, absolutely. Damn, that's crazy. Who wrote that? Who wrote that and who hurt that person? Who hurt the person who wrote that little sketch? Absolutely.
One morning last week, my husband woke me up at 6:15 and said, I want to take the dog for a walk. Come with me. I said,
this is
no,
apparently-
it's yet too early. It's
This is apparently a sad.
My
song.
mom packed me some
I'm
extra-
gonna skip the sad ones.
Yo, this shit got me frazzled. Frazzled! It's frazzled! Frazzled's the new word! This shit do have me frazzled. Yeah, I'm hella frazzled. For real, Oh, Dennis is frazzled! Dennis is frazzled! I don't know what that means. You know we out here with the fraz. You can't say that. That's actually a queer term. I literally suck dick. Will the pain ever end? No. No, it will not.
The first guy to say push shizzle.
Alright, we both know what you're here for. Let's not waste no time. Here it is.
Got it on Amazon. Now, I've had mine for a year. I bought it for Christmas last year, and for a queen size one, it was $115 with shipping. Right now, personally, if I knew then what I knew now, I would have still paid this price. Now, here's all my favorite things about the bed tent and everything that I think you need to know. First of all, your mattress goes inside the tent, which I find extremely helpful because whenever you like kick or roll anything off your bed, instead of it rolling underneath your bed or on the floor, it's almost always within arm's reach.
It's cold in here.
There are 4 openings, one on either side and at the head and at the foot of the bed. Like I mentioned in the last video, when you zip this thing shut, not only is it pitch black inside, it is almost airtight. It can get really muggy in here, which is
I need to go to the. Hold on a second. I need to be right back. I need to be right back, y'all. Here, look at the pretty lights. What the fuck is going on with this thing? Where's my thing? Hold on. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh no. Where are you? Why is there just a roll here? Where's the thing? Oh no. No, where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, not that one. This one. Yay, pretty lights. Okay, be right back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. What's up, Shem? So, how y'all doing? Where did he go? I had to replace my water. The water bottle had a weird smell on it.
They come with this little mesh opening on the foot and at the head of the bed. Now, I am 6'2", so I'm going to stand up and climb inside it so you can see how spacious it is.
That's huge. Wow.
Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is like my favorite thing about the entire
Dang it, he's
tent.
back.
It's the snack
No.
pocket. So I'm going to show you how much it can
Don't
hold
say
and,
dang it.
what I regularly keep in.
You want me to leave?
So
I'll
we got
leave.
some Pocky, an inhaler because I smoke in here,
Okay.
a box of Whoppers I finished last night. You don't need
True
to know
enough.
what that is. Some Bluetooth headphones and a weighted eye mask because as if this thing wasn't dark enough, I have autism. Also, bonus fact, you can fit an entire vase on any of the 4 corners of your bed. So
This is pretty fucking dope.
Yo, what's up, Phineas? Yo, what's up, man? Ferb, how you doing? What you guys up to?
I've never watched Phineas and Ferb, so.
One thing about me is that when I was
Oh, here's-
yesterday, my aunt invited everyone for Thanksgiving dinner. We said, okay, and
I didn't know they were still doing these.
on a plane and fly across the country to eat at your house. We spent the night. The very next morning, my aunt makes the bold, creative decision on Thanksgiving morning with all of our family there to do this thing called dying. What she died on Thanksgiving morning, we had a body on our hands, and then like everyone was grieving. It was kind of uncomfortable, but you know what? That's how it was. We called a nurse in to confirm that she was dead. The nurse said, yep, she's dead. We said we kind of already knew that. Your job seems kind of bureaucratic. Besides the point. The nurse was like, you need to get this body out of here. We said, okay. She gave us a number to call. We called. We said, hi, we have a body. Can you pick it up? They go, it's Thanksgiving. Kind of inconsiderate to pull us away from our families on the holiday.
That's a little Eminem flow there.
What do we do? They said, we'll come in a bit, but we can't be quick. So we just kind of waited. Tried to
Sorry to
figure
let
out,
you down,
should
Green
we
Mail Man.
Celebrate the holiday and eat a big dinner. Well, we brought the food, so the answer was yes. We made some pies, and all the while, my aunt was in the bedroom experiencing rigor mortis. So we ate Thanksgiving dinner with the full understanding that there was a corpse in the room next door. And after dinner, but before dessert, we heard a knock on the door. And they were like, oh, I guess they're here to pick up the body. And they were like, we're here to pick up the body. We said, oh, cool. And so they took the body and left. There were more tears. There were kind of tears all throughout the day. And then we were like, do we eat dessert? I was like, well, I made a pie. What are we going to do with the pie? And they're like, well, it's what your aunt would want for us to eat dessert on the day she died, which was also Thanksgiving. One thing about me is that when I was yesterday,
relatable? Is this like a thing that happens to people? You give me Eric Foreman vibes. It's very accurate and also strangely timed. This is the friend that downplays their trauma. So that was a lot. That was fascinating. That happens to people? Okay, let me try to ban this spammer here. I can't ban the spammer. Do I have any... Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Scene. Oh wait, it's gonna take forever to load. I don't know if this person's gonna even be here. I think I just lost to the spammer. I think the spammer just came in and left. I can't do anything about it. That's crazy. How do I get... Okay, here they are. I got them. Boom. Boom. Spammer gotten. This is the kind of hard-hitting content that you came to watch fucking day. Happy fucking holidays.
This one time I was working and the model brought her boyfriend on set. So while I was doing her makeup, he was like, man, I bet girls like dating you, you know, because they get their makeup done and everything. And I was like, I don't really date girls. I'm gay, you know? And he was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, like it was nothing. So later on, we're watching the girls work and we end up starting conversation again. And he was like, hey, if you don't mind me asking you, when did you know you were gay? How did you know you were gay? You know? And I was like, ever since I could remember, man. I was like, I always had a better time with, you know, around girls, and I liked playing with dolls. And he was like, well, just because a boy likes playing with dolls doesn't make him gay. And I was like, I agree. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I was like, but I also, you know, I always just liked makeup and hair stuff. And he was like, well, that doesn't make you gay. That makes you an artist. And I was just kind of like, am I not gay? Have I been straight this whole fucking time? This one time I was working and...
That's crazy. I mean, it is true. I mean, there's that like back and forth thing of like, it's performing a gender thing, but is it the same thing as feeling that gender, or is it just you going against the grain?
Hi, my name's Jack, and this is my voice pre-testosterone. Hi, my name's Jack, and this is my voice 1 month on testosterone. Hi, my name's Jack, and this is my voice 2 months
Hell yeah.
on testosterone. A tiny bit, like 3 hairs. Hi, my name's Jack. This is my voice 3
Nice eyebrow
months
slip.
on ass hair. Hey, what's up? My name is Jack, and this is my voice 4 months on back knee. Hi, my name's Jack, and this is my voice 5 months on replacing all of my meals with Jilly Juice. I'm 5 months old. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Markiplier. Hey, what's up? My name is
Markiplier.
6 months on Markiplier. Hey, my name is Jack. I'm 7 months old. Testosterone. I'm not afraid. I'm 7 years old. I'm 8 years old. Months old. Testosterone. Mustache. Do you see the mustache? Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes. Hola. Mi amo Jack. And this is my voice 9 months without bitches. Hey, what's up? My name is Jack, and this is my voice 10 months on wishing I looked like Sam Winchester. Hey, I'm Jack, and this is my voice 11 months at Granny's house. I'm so funny. Hi, my name's Jack, and this is my voice 1 year on testosterone.
Hell yeah, buddy.
This is my voice pre-testosterone. Hi, my name's Jack, and this
Hell
is
yeah,
my
buddy.
voice 1 month
The testosterone hit hard.
Hi, my name.
I'm 22. Anything over 24 is a stretch. All the 25 plus men have receding hairlines, and all the 28 plus men have entered their uncle stage. Quote tweet, slandering uncles when your auntie body is en route. Reply to the quote tweet. I found a picture of your wife. I'm gonna go eat and come back. If this tweet is still up, I'll show the audience what you sleep beside at night.
No!
The picture after that said, this tweet has been deleted.
No!
He ran
No!
away. He ran away. That's a threat. After I feel my stomach, this better not be here. Or else. I'm showing the audience what you sleep with at night. He wasn't ready for any
He
of
knows
that.
what he's got.
He knows what's in his yard, and he's not proud of it. Let me
That's
keep my mouth shut, because I'm not
crazy.
proud of that. I'm 22.
That's one of the
Anything over 24
wildest-
is a stretch. All the 25 plus men have
You
received
saw it happening
hairlines.
in real
Free
time.
water? Free water? Is this water? It's water. It's natural spring water. It's free. What's wrong with it? Nothing's wrong with it. We're a free beverage company called Free Water. The water's free because the packaging is the ad space. What if I don't want to read the ads? You already read them.
I don't. So I can just drink it, throw it in the garbage, and take another one? It's free?
It's free.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing. It's natural spring water.
It's tap water.
No, spring water.
Which spring?
Other companies sell the same exact water for $2 to $3 a bottle.
Which spring does it come from?
This one came from a spring in Georgia.
Georgia, Russia, or Georgia, America?
Georgia, America.
Georgia, Russia.
Your country doesn't have the best reputation for fresh water. That's like Flint, Michigan water, or like is this like an actual?
That's
spring
crazy.
water?
No, it's from a spring.
So how do you get it for free and then give it away for free?
Because we put ads on the bottle, and that pays for everything.
Who paid the spring to give them the water?
This actor that they
we
paid
did.
to do this
We paid the
advertisement is
spring.
pretty
With
good.
the help of the advertisers.
He's
So
killing
the
it.
advertisers paid you for advertising space. You took that money, you bought the spring water, you put it in packaging, and then you're giving it out for free.
Exactly.
And you still make a profit off of that.
And we even donate 10 cents per bottle to charity.
You have enough profit to have 10 cents space on each bottle's profit in order to still make a profit and still give 10 cents to the charity people.
Exactly.
I don't believe you.
Hey, it's the truth.
You're making money off of this.
We're making money off
You
of
don't,
it.
I don't mean to be rude. You don't look like you're making that much money. Like, are you dressing down because you're like, you know, looking like in the tech industry and deliberately dressing down, or are you dressed? Or can
Now
you
he's just
afford
roasting
to
him.
Look good and have nice clothes.
A little bit of both.
So your business is not really going very well.
No, it's going great.
It's going well for me.
Happy to
because I'm
hear
getting
it,
free
Michael
water, but
Jackson
you don't seem to be
forever.
making a profit.
Check us out
Did
on...
you ever consider selling the water? Like charging people money for it? I'd still read the fucking ad if it was like half price than other spring water.
You don't get the same advantages as...
Can I take as many of these as I want? How many more have you? Give me another one. You have
we're
one bottle.
limited. We're limited to 1 person per day today in the
One
UK.
per person. I knew there was a fucking catch. There's one. So it's not free, is it? There's a limit. There's a limit. I'm allowed 1 per fucking day. Is that what I'm allowed? One.
He's
per
just
day.
fucking busting his guys' balls. at
1
this
to
point.
3. But this is our first time in Europe, and so we brought just 1 for a handful of people.
Yeah, they have a
What's their
limited
expiry
stock
date?
because they brought it in.
How does water go bad?
The bottles expire. It's not the water. Usually
It's metal, but is this aluminum
it's
or
aluminum.
plastic?
Aluminum. But bottles.
Why is it aluminum?
It's a good
'Cause
question.
it's recyclable.
It's infinitely recyclable. Only 9% of plastic is recycled.
Okay, so who paid for the aluminum?
The advertisers paid for.
And you had enough money left over to give this shit away for free and still give 10 cents to people and build water wells and shit in Africa out of giving water away for free.
Exactly.
That cannot possibly, the economics of that cannot possibly work.
They do. They do.
Well, if they do, then good luck to you. This is amazing.
Cool.
If it doesn't work, which I sincerely doubt that it does, you know, call me and let me know, because I still call bullshit. But if it is real and it does work, that's amazing.
Check out our website. Google free water.
I
It'll
will.
Pop
And
up.
take some of that money and buy some better clothes.
Jesus Christ. The roast of a lifetime. Yeah, Georgia, Russia is not a thing. Let's not be those kinds of people. Go to therapy. At the Flint, Michigan comparison. I mean, I'm curious about this situation too.
No way he removed you.
I know.
Lol.
He's actually obsessed.
Yeah, he actually is. Because do you know what? Apparently, if a guy removes you off Instagram, it's because they can't stand to look
Hi,
at your
Emily.
face. Because they what?
Are you okay? You always look sad, but you look extra sad today.
Yeah, I can't lie. Your eyebrows are facing downwards. Like, what's wrong? Who? Who's Steph? She can't call you emo any weekend because we're your friends. Okay, well, relax the friend part, innit? But still. You. You, come here, Goldilocks. I want to chat to you. Yeah, come here. Yeah, don't be shy. What's this I'm hearing? You called her emo. Lol, say it again when we're here, innit? Oh, that's what I thought. And you know what's really funny? You're the most buzz girl in the entire school. Yeah. Who do you think you are? Literally. Michael, do you think she's lame? Lol. James, do you think she's lame? Peak. Oh my days. You're actually clapped. You're unknown and you're unrated. Literally, I don't know who gassed you up. All high and mighty. Literally, no, don't be shy. Apologise to her. Apologise to her friend. Yeah.
Look at them eating her
You don't
up.
accept her apology. I don't blame you, innit? She doesn't accept your apology. Yeah. So, say that again. I dare you and watch. And he removed
Shout out to the chat
No way
girls.
he removed you. I know.
Who started this makeup look with the bizarre with the excessive bronzer? I mean, it's just kind of been a thing for a long time.
This is what our
hasn't it?
1988 kitchen looked like when we moved in. I don't think it had ever been updated. We did have to replace the appliances, but we didn't have the tens of thousands of dollars to completely gut this kitchen. So I started thinking of what sweat equity I could put in to update this kitchen to be more beautiful and functional for our family.
Okay.
I started by painting. Paint can update a space so much. I painted all the wood trim and I even painted over the wallpaper on the walls. The ceiling was this stamped pattern that just collected dust, so I rented a drywall sander from Home Depot to sand it flat and then painted the ceiling. The next thing to tackle was refinishing the cabinets. If you want professional results, you have to put in the work. I have a separate video detailing every step, but it's first sanding and then wood filling the grain, then priming and painting. I also added hidden soft close hinges. All of these steps took a while, so I actually divided the kitchen in half and refinished half the kitchen at a time so that part of the kitchen was always functional because I have a husband and 3 kids and they seem to insist on having food multiple times a day. I did have to replace 2 cabinets that were water damaged, and I added 3 little ones to the empty space above these cabinets. No, this isn't a fire hazard. Cabinets are built to the ceiling all the time.
This is amazing.
I built out a deep cabinet to go above my fridge to store cookie sheets and larger items. And we added new laminate countertops from Home Depot and a new single bowl sink. This doorway to the dining room was kind of plain, so I added an arch with this pre-made arch kit. I know arches, you either love them or you hate them, but I really like them. For the bay window, I built a window seat with hidden storage. We keep our emergency food and supplies in there.
Oh,
Make sure to add
wow.
hydraulic hinges so the door doesn't smash any little fingers. I also sewed a window seat cushion. Then it was finally time for flooring. I continued the LVP from the rest of the house. I love that it's completely waterproof. The kitchen was really dark, so I added recessed lighting. This wasn't hard, just cut holes in the ceiling and then run new wires from your first light. I also replaced the light over the breakfast table, and I added some trim around the 80s hollow core doors to give them a little bit more dimension. For the backsplash, I went with this cream Zalige tile from Home Depot. Tiling a backsplash is a great beginner project. If my 4-year-old can do it, you can too. I had taken down one of the upper
Don't
cabinets to
overestimate
add
me.
2 floating shelves. Floating shelves are also
Just
a
kidding.
sensitive
I'll try it
topic,
one day.
but leaving some upper cabinets and having a few floating shelves is my favorite combo. We keep the dishes that we use every day up there, so they don't really collect a lot of dust. The last step was finishing this display rack on the side of the cabinet with beadboard and brass rails, and the kitchen was done.
Wow,
it took me
man.
about 4 months and $3,500, not including the new scratch and dent appliances.
$3,500.
Sometimes a whole room makeover can feel overwhelming, but breaking it up into manageable chunks definitely
That's
helps.
the
It's
key
been
to
6
every
months
task,
since we finished
right?
this kitchen, and I have loved
Manageable-
every
manageable
decision and
chunks.
project that went into it.
How do
This
people
is
have the
what our
time or energy to
1988
do all
kitchen
that?
looked.
She has just that joy for it, you know, just a real love of it. That you gotta love that. You gotta love that. The feng shui guy.
Oh, for real. I think roast culture or middle school culture.
Y'all probably gonna call me a pygmy or whatever. I really don't care. What bro was saying in the video was 100% right. And everybody in the comments and everybody that's been stitching his video calling him soft and shit like that, this is exactly why I don't really care about men's mental health, because y'all don't care about it. Bro got on here and was
That's a
spitting some
statement.
facts, basically giving his experience, talking about his emotions and shit like that. And what did men do in the comments? Oh, you're soft. Oh, you're soft, dude. Oh, grow up here. Oh, you're soft. Ah.
But that's how men
And
are
this is
socialized.
exactly why
Like, it's
nobody
not right.
gives a fuck about men's mental health. You
It's
know
bad.
why? Because y'all don't give a fuck about
But
men's
they
mental
don't. They're
health,
not the
bro.
ones who originated
Anytime
that
a man
that mindset.
expresses how he feels.
So you don't want to
emotionally
get
and
into the
stuff
trap
like that,
too of
y'all
being
are quick to call him
unempathetic.
soft. Y'all are quick to call him a bitch. This is why nobody cares.
But
And
it's
then,
good to call this
in
shit
the
out,
same,
for real.
in the same fucking sentence, you guys want women to be advocates for fucking men's mental health when you yourself aren't a fucking advocate for men's mental health, bro. This is what the fuck I be talking. This is why I don't care about y'all, bro. I'm gonna be real. The only time men come together and be vulnerable and talk about their emotions and stuff like that is when somebody posts a dumbass Bart Simpson edit about how their girl left them. That's the only time y'all come together. Why? Because it's a chance for you to bash on a woman. But if a man is just sad about,
so
just
true.
To be sad about some other shit, y'all are quick to tell him, "Oh, be a man.
You gotta
Don't
step
be soft."
up. Yeah.
This toxic ass be a man mindset that has been fucking passed down.
You're so right,
for
Alexis.
generations.
Hi, by the way.
The cycle is just continuing on, and nobody's gonna care about mental
Exactly.
health if y'all keep doing this shit, bro.
You gotta.
That's all I
We
gotta
had to start fucking opening our fucking minds for a second.
Guys, I'm in New York. Oh my god, I woke up, I was so happy today. I decided to celebrate, you know, and I came here to like this very fancy bakery place, you know. I went straight to the madame, you know, and so I asked her the usual. I said, bonjour madame, I want one croissant, one coffee, and one sugar, you know. You know what she told me? $16.
Yeah, you gotta get out of Manhattan.
$16.
Get the fuck out of
like,
Manhattan. There's no. I do not like Manhattan, bro. I want y'all to understand something about me. And if you're from New York, I mean, look, Manhattan's a huge borough. There's many parts of Manhattan that are cool, but I don't consider them Manhattan. When we talk about Manhattan, we talk about, you know, the very commercial, touristy, expensive areas of Manhattan. You know, Times Square, obviously, Herald Square, even Union Square. Okay, Lexington Avenue, you know, Upper East Side, Lower East Side, Upper West Side. Okay, even the Village. I'm not really that high on the Village. I'm not that high on, you know, Soho. Like, Manhattan, the only place you'll catch me in Manhattan, the only place that you want to be at in Manhattan, I might go to Koreatown every now and then, even though I don't like it. I don't really like Koreatown because the food, but the food is great. I don't really like being in fucking extremely crowded and expensive places filled with people who wanna, like, I mean, have fun, whatever, but I'm not having fun half the time. But also, like, you know, maybe I'll go to Chinatown. St. Mark's is cool, but most of Manhattan, bro, this is the shit that happens. Now, is it expensive in other parts of New York? Obviously, but this is the shit, you know, you see a tourist fall for every fucking time. Like, oh my god, I'm in New York. Oh my god, it's $20 for a croissant. Is that bad, Elliot? I don't like it, bro. I don't like being around just a gigantic crowds of fucking tourists where everything is way overpriced and how the shit isn't even that good and there's mess all over the place. No.
But madame,
I feel like people severely underestimate how much food you actually have to eat to put on muscle. So I'm gonna show you everything I eat today, and I'll tell you the total calories and macros at the end. So breakfast is 2 pieces of sourdough.
This is what you gotta eat if you wanna put on good muscle and weight. You gotta eat protein, y'all.
Jam, 3.
I know they wouldn't do this to me in Queens. Exactly. In Queens, this is the shit that you do not experience. You gotta, if you go to New York, go to fucking Queens, bro. Although don't come here.
Eggs, 5 slices of
go to Manhattan.
bacon,
Leave us alone.
and some Greek yogurt.
It's lunchtime now and my fiance is sleeping, so I'm trying to be quiet.
I trust your perspective because you're from there. Bro, it's just not worth it. It's not worth going. If you're gonna go to New York City to go to fucking Manhattan, just save your fucking money, bro. If you're gonna go to New York City because you want to go to Times Square and fucking no, don't do that shit. Go, be cool, support local businesses in cool areas of New York. Don't go to no fucking tourist bullshit.
Okay, now I'm having a snack, which is a bagel with cream cheese and honey, and then this protein shake, which has frozen blueberries, and then this vanilla.
Yeah,
vegan
eating a
protein
lot.
from 1UP, favorite protein powder ever, and then a scoop of this tri-carb, also from 1UP, which has 25 grams of carbs.
Yeah, the police are outside.
Per scoop.
They're always driving
This is
by.
1 cup of jasmine rice, 4 ounces
I've never been
bison.
to New York City, but I think I feel claustrophobic with that many people. Yeah, do not go to fucking Times Square. Don't go to fucking Times Square. Don't go to any of those major places that people, those major touristy places. Go to, you know, even go to fucking, I don't know, go to, if you're gonna go to Brooklyn, don't go to like Atlantic, but maybe go to like even Williamsburg. Williamsburg is fucking, I mean, it's very like, Williamsburg is a bit of a controversial place in the sense of gentrification and whatnot. But it's if you're gonna hang out, if you're a tourist, like that's a cool place that you could go. And it's expensive over there, but it's not even as expensive as fucking Times Square. Like do not go up there, bro. It's not, there's nothing out there for you. There's nothing out there for you. I don't even understand why people would want to be out there, bro. It's not fun. My cousin went to New York City recently. He said that some of the best tacos. He said that he had some of the best tacos that were $5 a taco. $5 a taco is not that shocking, especially right now. If you go to a taco cart, if you're gonna eat in New York City, go to the fucking, find the good carts. Do your research. Go to good places. Okay, that aren't Times Square. If you're going to Times Square, you're not gonna have a good fucking meal. If you're going to fucking any of the tourist trap places, you're not gonna have a great meal most of the time. But if you want to have an affordable meal, go to the fucking carts. Okay, there's taco carts, there's halal carts. The halal carts are a staple. They're the best thing in the universe. Obviously, there's like hot dog and pretzel carts. Those are all over Manhattan and other places. There's all types of different other carts from other places. I've seen like tandoori. I've seen Jamaican food carts. That shit. If you want to have affordable meal, go to fucking Chinatown. Okay, go to Brooklyn Chinatown or Manhattan Chinatown. Brooklyn Chinatown is very residential, very local. Almost everybody's speaking Chinese over there. I don't know what anybody's saying because I don't speak any Chinese. You can get like dim sum, like that's affordable. There's ways to have affordable meals in New York City, or at least relatively affordable. But a lot of these places are gonna give you like, especially they're gonna give you like those gourmet tacos. They'll hand make the tortilla. They'll have really good quality shit, and then it'll be $5. Okay. There's sometimes when making, having an expensive meal is like, that's the thing you do. But there are also places that you can have a fairly regular price taco. It's harder and harder to find. But I would suggest going to certain parts of Queens, going maybe to Woodside or probably like Sunnyside, Flushing. You're making me hungry. Sorry.
Tablespoon olive oil and.
I make people hungry all day. That's what I do. It was fun going around as a teen who went to school next to Union Square, but now I'd rather just chill at a friend's house and hang in the neighborhood. 1,000,000,000%. Was considering NYU and LIU and NYC for post grad OE at one point. Any thoughts about that? I've never been to LIU, so I don't know. If you're gonna go somewhere, do a lot of research. Find out what students say about their school, what programs they have, the area. Learn a lot. That's all I can say. Our biggest city in Germany is Berlin with 3.8 million people. New York City has like 8.5. That's twice as big. New York City is huge. New York City is a very big place. Okay, you want to have like, we could pull up a map right now. But first of all, size, like comparison, I think it's bigger than Singapore. Yeah, the country of Singapore. How big is New York City in terms of size? It's 305 square miles. It's 305 square miles, so it is large in terms of size. It is also very densely populated, especially in certain areas. So if you look at it on the map, like, I don't want to click Google Maps because I'm gonna dox myself. You see how big New York City is? Like, you got Rockaway down all the way fucking here. That's like a whole different state. That's like half the time you're going to different places in New York City, and this is just the New York City, by the way. This is not the entire state of New York. The state of New York is very large. This is New York City, and there's so many like different places that you go to, and it's like a different place. It's like a different area. This is the Brooklyn Chinatown area. This is Flatbush. Okay. Flatbush is probably, I think there's like a lot of Caribbean food out in Flatbush, very residential areas. But like some of these neighborhoods are not that fun. Coney Island's interesting. Rockaway is where they got the beach at. There's a lot of white people over here. Queens is huge. It's also the most food diverse place in the world. So I am always a fucking Queens stan. Like that's who I am. I'm a Queens stan. I stan Queens. It's hot. I'm about to go outside and it'll be better. What are you talking about, Elliot? No context. This is a no context stream. We are not friendly towards context. If you want to find out, you gotta back up. My godmom lives in Buffalo. I would never in my life venture up there. Maybe in the summer. Maybe in the summer. Hope you cool down soon, friend. Indeed. Not saying that to say like it's so perfect, but the cool things I found it. New York City would be such a dream place if it wasn't for the rent prices. I'm not saying it to say like it's so perfect, but for the cool things about it, I find it really amazing coming from a small town. New York City is one of the best places in the universe. It's also one of the worst places in the universe because that's the duality of man, especially when it comes to the prices and the amount of corruption and the amount of bullshit over here, the failing infrastructure that's never going to get fixed. But, you know, I was just listening to a podcast the other day about how cities are more mentally healthy places to live in than like rural areas because of the amount of social interactions you have. You're interacting with people, especially if you allow yourself to be open-hearted, you could end up talking to so many different people, whether it's an Uber driver, whether it's a person holding a cart. You can sit there and talk to a dude in a cart about the food, even if it's just like a regular interaction where you're just asking for food. Like, you're doing so much social interaction, you're around so many people, you're around so much stuff going on. That shit is really good for you as a human being because of how much social interaction human beings, you know, enjoy. Like, so human beings, you like socializing. If you want to, you know, be a healthy human being, socializing is one of the most important parts. And so New York City is great for that, or cities in general. PJ. Would anybody watch a video like this, but about Atlanta, Georgia? Don't get me wrong, I have much love to New York City, but like tourist traps, aren't the most visited cities the ones that are touristy? I'm not sure what you mean, but like, yeah, like the tourist places are the tourist places for a reason, right? Like, it's vetted to a certain degree, it's safe, it's iconic. But for me, obviously, when you're local to a place, like you're never gonna enjoy the touristy places. You're gonna enjoy your local areas, your local things that you care about it. With that said, I also think that people who come visit here could often be much better served and enjoy a much better experience if they avoid Manhattan, like the touristy areas of Manhattan as much as possible. Even going to fucking St. Mark's. St. Mark's is pretty populated. It's pretty touristy, but it's way chiller and more like real than fucking Lexington Avenue. A good idea, yeah. Videos that help tourists and people considering to move. There's definitely like a lot of content out there like that. I wouldn't be surprised. If you're in Atlanta, as long as you don't go to Big Head, you'll be fine. Okay, good to know. Good to know. -10. Ooh. Living in Long Island is like living in a fishbowl. Long Island is, yeah. Long Island is weird. There's something lovable about Long Island, but like not really. Like, you should do a food tour of New York City. There's plenty of people who do content like that. I'm sure that they'll do a lot better than I could. But I would love to just food tour as much as possible. You could talk to so many more people, and I feel like it's so much easier to find like-minded people. Yeah, for sure, and a lot easier to escape judgment. To be honest.
She's almost like a big Labrador retriever.
Maybe we should just watch New York City content before we go. What's this?
Take action with American Express Business Platinum.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Advertisements.
Let me introduce me.
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun. Yeah, see, this is Times Square. You got the big billboards and stuff.
Hey guys,
this is one of those areas that everybody's gonna be super fucking like. That's the iconic ball drop area where everybody gathers and sees the ball drop. I've never done that. I would not recommend anybody do that. Even though J-Hope's gonna be out there. Elliot, are you from New York? Yes, I'm from Queens. If you're going to Atlanta, take the MARTA as much as you can. Rental car prices are so stupid. Public transportation is a gift from fucking God, and that's why they try to take it from us as much as possible as working class people. Public transportation is God's fucking work.
New York City. Some call it the least American.
Long Island is definitely.
Wonder,
I definitely
55%
understand what
of
you're saying,
households
PGA.
don't have a car here. It's the most populous city in the U.S. with a population of 8.8 million and 20
Trattoria
million
Italiana. I would never be in this area. You would never catch me out here. Well, I might be here sometimes, but I would never want to be there.
New York
Small
City
towns with a
is a
relatively
large
big
natural-
population is crazy. I bet it is. I bet it's pretty fun. And yeah, I mean, there's like a lot of like,
5 boroughs. The Bronx,
there's a lot of
Brooklyn,
super conservative
Queens,
elements
Staten
in
Island, and of
Long
course
Island.
Manhattan.
Queens
2
is the
blocks
best
down and take
ever.
a right. A block has a literal meaning here.
Public transportation is
All
the
streets
best,
are
yeah.
perpendicular and form a grid.
We need fucking God. God, don't make me get into my fucking bag. Don't make me get into my socialism bag right now.
Only the southern tip of the island is knocked out of the clear geometry, where the streets don't form a grid. And Broadway, which runs diagonally across the island. The
I'm probably gonna
Commissioner's
learn a
Plan
lot
of
from this.
1811 was the original design for the streets of Manhattan.
See these halal cars? This is where you want to be at. I don't know how good this one is. This is on West 36th Street, so probably not that good. But this is what people actually eat over here. Fucking
which
halal
put in
food.
place the rectangular grid plan. Pretty convenient. The basic thing to remember is that avenues run north and south, while streets run east and west.
Get into it. No, thank you.
Everything is so
I don't want to get angry.
compact and congested that you don't notice how you cover large distances.
Yeah, Long Island
Every
is
new
racist-
intersection brings
racist
something
central.
new and exciting. To better understand the city, let's
Where are
take a
y'all
quick
masks,
look at its
bro?
history.
Mask up.
New York
I mean,
traces-
I wear my I don't wear my mask all the time outside. I wear my mask like if I'm in a crowded area though.
Its origins
Come on.
to a trading post that was founded on the southern
people are
tip of
so used to
Manhattan
it now.
Island by Dutch colonists in 1624.
Don, what's up, Don?
They named
It's a long
it
time no
New
talk,
Amsterdam.
dude. How are you?
40 years
Hope you're
later,
well.
in 1664, it came under English control and was renamed
I don't
New
wanna hear all
York
this bullshit.
after King Charles. And let's start with Manhattan. Manhattan Island is divided into Lower Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan, and Uptown regions. Times Square is the main tourist destination in Midtown Manhattan.
Do not go to Times Square. Do you see this bullshit, bro? This is light traffic in Times Square, bro.
Lit by its numerous billboards. It got its name in
This is light. Do you understand? Like sometimes it gets fucking thick out there. Thick.
1904, when the New York Times moved its headquarters to the then newly erected Times building.
Look at these
now
fucking
called
billboards,
One Times
bro.
Square.
I never
Times
never
Square-
enjoyed them. I've never found them cool. I get that they look cool from here, but being in person with them, I'm always like, easy to know where you're going. After you actually getting around sucks. Traffic be bad. Is Don the same Don you were talking about? Yes, this is the Don that I mentioned before when I was talking about how we don't, like how we've gotten boys. We've had boys that come to the stream. Don is the boy.
The
Don is
billboard
great.
today runs from $5,000 to $50,000 a day. This place is always super crowded day and night, but honestly, it's much more impressive at night. It's just fun
Oh, Greenwich Village, right?
sitting there and
Not Greenwich, London. I don't think.
watching the people and all the ads running around. If you like large crowds and street performances, you're going to enjoy it. It lives up to its name, the city that never sleeps.
These motherfuckers are dancing everywhere. Everywhere.
Oh, by the way, see those ATVs? That's illegal. The NYPD continues to crack down on illegal dirt bikes and ATVs, having seized 565 of them in the last 3 months. But we'll talk about crime in New York later in this video. Now let's relocate to
No, thank
Central
you.
Park. It's the most famous city park
Can I
in
just
the
say I
world.
love this community
It's
we
a
got on
nice
the
place
stream?
to find some
Yeah,
peace and
shout out to
serenity
y'all.
during the day. It is entirely man-made, and
Cent-
it has
Central Park is
several
cool.
artificial ponds,
Central
2
Park is
ice
cool, it's
rinks,
pretty.
and even a zoo.
It's huge.
Yes, that
It's
same zoo
huge.
from which animals escape in the
Look at
movie
this
Madagascar.
burb.
We are in the heart of New York City. We're in Central Park, guys, and this is the most visited urban park in the United States. 42 million visitors a year. On top of that, it's the most
reduce
popular
the size
location
for a
for filming movies, and that's why I'm filming my video here.
Central Park has
Very
everything.
popular.
Street musicians,
Most
sports
popular
grounds,
park in the-
horse-drawn
in the United
carriages,
States,
and
you heard
even
it.
such unique historic monuments which you don't expect to find here.
Really nice
like
park.
the obelisk, also known as Cleopatra's
I don't go there
Needle.
often because I don't want to be in that area. And there are also other great parks. I also like, more, I don't want to be in the touristy areas, but this is a really nice tourist place to go.
That was brought from Egypt, and it's roughly 3,500 years old.
If you've clicked on this video, you're probably thinking about starting a YouTube channel.
Why would you put this as an
in
ad when nobody
2022?
fucking clicks this as a video on the ad, bro?
There's a wide variety of landscapes too.
Hell yeah.
From meadows
Base
and
hit.
woodlands to lawns. And there's always someone practicing yoga, meditating, or just reading books. We walked across the park from south to north and exited at the northern side, and this is where Harlem begins. An area with
Harlem
a
is way
dubious
uptown. Harlem's
reputation.
cool.
I know. People had been telling me it's fine, it's been gentrified, it's safe,
In fact, the word gentrified is the most common word that I heard throughout my road trip in the US. There's no denying Harlem has improved, so you understand this is what it looked like in the 70s and the 80s. But even today, residents of East Harlem perceive crime as the biggest single concern. There are still many gangs in Harlem today.
I'm getting neocon,
Harlem has
neo-lib
been known
vibes
for its
from
jazz
this video.
clubs, soul food, nightlife
Harlem is
scene,
cool.
and African American heritage.
You just got to be careful with what areas you're in.
125th Street is considered to be the main street of Harlem.
There's
and
some
is
really
home to
good. There's some really good food out there.
the Apollo Theater, a noted venue for African American performers, where Stevie Wonder, Billie Holiday, Diana Ross, and other big names started their careers. In West Harlem, you will find the magnificent Cathedral Church
Beautiful.
of St. John the Divine on
How
Amsterdam.
accessible is the subway system for disabled peeps? Some are better than others, I'll say. It's tough. There's still mostly like a lot of like, it's mostly staircases to enter and exit. It's not really ramps. There are elevators that exist in a lot of train stations, particularly to get across like within these train stations, but to get into the train station, it's usually stairs. So you have to be really careful with that. Once you're in it, you know, it's you just get into a subway, so it's pretty, you know, in that sense pretty chill. But yeah, I would say there's definitely a lot of room for improvement there. Yeah, not liking gentrified as a positive. It's definitely not a positive. This person definitely does not understand what gentrification is about. It's like, I get it, because people like for things to get, people like for things to get like safer and more rich. Atlanta is a place I definitely want to go visit. I would love to go visit Atlanta. So I'm definitely curious, like intrigued by the Atlanta conversation.
Amsterdam Avenue, as well as.
I think if I wanted to visit the U.S. at this point, I probably want to do more natural sightseeing, like parks, Grand Canyon, and stuff. That's a very solid move. There's a lot of beautiful natural
Colleges
stuff
and
here.
universities,
and anywhere,
including
but,
Columbia
you know, here for
University,
sure.
one of the most prestigious ones
Columbia
in the US.
University. Damn, it's fucking gorgeous out there. I've never actually seen it. I've never actually seen Columbia University. It's fucking huge and gorgeous. I wouldn't mind studying over here. I want to go to grad school at some point. I don't know if I would like to be in New York for grad school, but you know, this would be fucking sick.
Okay.
I'm from Indiana and Ohio. Living here in Atlanta has been a culture shock. Only because the culture, the people, the openness basically engulfs you. It's really crazy. It's like it's night and day when you get into a city versus living in, you know, somewhere in Ohio. Even like in Cincinnati, it's just not. It doesn't compare. You know what I mean? From what I hear. The neo-Gothic.
Okay, back to Central Park. There is something for everyone here, whether you're just going for a casual walk, picnicking, or jogging. There's no
I'm
denying.
not disabled, so I can't really say, but it seems really difficult from my perspective. Some of the stations say whether they're accessible stations, which to me means that not all of them are. For sure. For sure, not all of them are.
Park.
And, you know, our government does not love us.
Squirrels
so.
do too.
Nice squirrels.
What's it like living in New York these
A lot of
days?
squirrels in New York.
I think New York's a great place to live. It's, in some ways, sometimes maybe this sounds a little arrogant, but you feel like you're in the middle of the world, or the center of the world. Culturally, business,
17 libraries.
diversity. There's a lot to explore. Bad things about living in New York: it's kind of a hassle. It's very crowded. It's expensive. You deal with. Yeah, it's dirty.
These motherfuckers are
and
not
things
from
like
here.
that. But at the end of the day, I think it's worth it, and it's a nice place to live. And like many people, we moved to New York for our careers, to try to get ahead in life. That's why a lot of people come here. I work in finance, and she works in
I
tech.
work in tech.
Of course.
Oh, cool. And so that's
why you're out there, bro.
Two of the big industries here. We live in a fairly small apartment.
Nah, bro, this isn't it, bro. Now we need Queens content, bro. I need some good Queens content. I need good Queens content. Shout out to Queensbridge. Astoria, Jamaica. Most dangerous city in Kingston, Jamaica. That's a different Jamaica. We'll just go with inside Queens, New York. Maybe we'll go with that. I don't know. Astoria, places you cannot miss. Long Island City. Long Island City. Does Queens have the best food in New York? Yes. Flushing Crawl. I mean, I don't want to do too much food on, like, we've already done a lot of food, but if you're thinking Queens, you gotta think food, bro. Yeah, I want to go have a more comprehensive visit of Flushing, because when I visited, it was not the best experience.
University for sponsoring this video. Queens has been voted the most ethnically diverse urban area on the
Californians and New Yorkers sharing the struggle of being represented by people who moved here. That's how it goes.
planet. There are over 138 languages spoken throughout the borough, with nearly
Columbia would make
all
my
this-
dream university college for my OE. Oh, look at this shit. That sounds good. You know, I would support you. I support you. I hope you see it. Don't go so east that you hit
residents
Suffolk.
being bilingual.
Yeah.
And these diverse cultures of people from around the globe is what I believe
Queens
makes
is
New York, New York.
Queens is the
And
fucking.
as a New Yorker myself, I only speak one language, and I wanted to change that. So today we are heading to Queens. But for the past month, I have been practicing my Spanish thanks to National University, who challenged me to learn a new skill within 30 days. And
Let's critique your Spanish.
a veteran-founded nonprofit that offers flexible.
There's so much
30-day
Queens food
classes for
content. Yeah, shout out to the
accessible
Bing
higher
Buzz.
education. So you can start soon, finish faster, and focus on pursuing
Cheers,
your
Elliot.
passion
Cheers.
with National University's 75+ programs
38
that
languages.
are
That
designed
wouldn't surprise
for
me.
the busy working adults.
There's so many people here.
Their tuition
There's
is
so many
also
different
affordable and
people
offer
here.
$30 million
And the
in
food diversity.
scholarships.
It's the most food diverse place
That's
on
a lot
earth.
of scholarships. So if you are someone who is interested in
Queens
furthering
is the one.
education,
Queens
then
is the
I
one.
highly recommend checking out National University and clicking the link down below for more information. Now let's begin with this challenge, and then off to Queens.
Learning Spanish, brother.
So
We
we
could-
have
we
now
could watch this.
officially begun this challenge of learning Spanish in 30 days.
What's up, Green
Not gonna lie to you
Mailman?
guys,
Welcome back.
it's a little
Elliot,
intimidating.
please start more streams around
So
these
I just
times
hit
so I
up
can catch them because they're so fun. That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like something I will do more over this holiday break. So
one of my good friends
be wary.
who, let's just say, knows a thing or two about learning languages.
Hey,
Oh, it's Shalma.
what's going on, buddy? What do you want from me, Brad? What do you want from me?
It's always this guy.
This is my friend Ari, aka Xiaoma. He knows nearly 7 languages and has
Xiaoma.
always inspired me to want to learn a new one.
He's really good at learning
Okay,
languages. He seems like he gives off douchey energy, but I don't know if he's actually douchey or if it's just the vibe. But he is really good at learning languages. Like you can't take that away from him.
On 30 days
And he knows how to make
to
content about it.
speak
Okay, we're officially visiting Queens. Visit Queens, bro. It's the best place in the world. It's the place. That's the best place on earth.
That sounds great.
I can do this.
Totally possible.
I need
70 different ones. Wow. I want to go to Germany one day.
I don't know if I.
I want to learn a little German.
Textbook underneath my pillow, or
I'm gonna watch the German girl next.
that you only know.
Yeah, you get one of those headphones that just plays like the Spanish audio while you're sleeping, so you get no sleep.
That's how you do it.
No, I'm kidding. That doesn't work at all. Don't do that. Definitely not that. It's possible. It's totally possible. 30 days is plenty of time to maybe not get like 100% perfect Spanish, but definitely enough to have like
Yeah.
pretty decent conversation with somebody
Yeah.
in Spanish and do a lot of day-to-day stuff.
Yeah,
goal
shout out
is
to Lao
be
Shu,
able to,
man.
you know,
Rest in peace to
explore
Lao Shu.
Spanish areas either here in the city or even go when I travel to you know Spanish-speaking countries. Sure. Be able
He's the
to
tall
fully
dude.
communicate. So, do you think from your past of how many languages you've learned how to speak
Your pasta?
that I could do that? What's the secret?
Secret? Yeah, so from what you're describing, the secret is really just talking as much as possible.
Yeah, I would love to
That's
learn
your
languages
goal, is to
too,
be able to,
Eliza.
like, drop off in Mexico, hit the ground running, just start talking. What you really should do is try to talk as much as possible from day
1000%. 1000%.
Here we
Like
go.
he knows what he's talking about.
Day
Like that's
one.
how you learn a language. You
Learning
don't learn a language from an app.
Spanish.
The app
I
can be
got all
really
the
helpful
support.
supplementary content.
I have full
But
confidence.
if you really want to learn a language, you have to just speak it. And just make a bazillion mistakes over and over again. That's how you get good at anything. And if you have the joy
Alright,
for
Abe.
it, it'll come more naturally
Hit
to
me
you.
with a little trivia.
But if you're very apprehensive and
Ask me
very
more.
La ventana.
window.
The window, yeah.
La mesa.
The table.
The table.
Good job.
Day 1. Pure
2 words. No, I'm kidding.
confidence. Abe, are you confident in me learning
Confianza
Spanish
pura.
in these 30 days?
Pura
I believe
confianza.
in you so much. I believe in you. You can nail it.
Wow.
My Korean lessons next year with my
confident.
Odie's
Alright.
Korean
Yeah,
club.
do you-
I would
do
love
you
to learn
believe in me?
Korean too. Queens is
mission
great.
of
There are
this
pockets of Chinese,
prove
Korean, Middle
Gabe
Eastern, Indian,
that I
Greek.
can speak Spanish.
Yeah, there's way more than that too. But especially Mexican is a lot of Mexicans out here.
Okay, so Gabriella just made it here. Gabriella, give a little intro of yourself.
Living in
I'm
my
Gabriella.
own
I'm a
world.
Brooklyn-based Latin photographer, and I'm Colombian.
And as of today, you're
Colombian.
my Spanish teacher.
And I'm your Spanish teacher.
All right, let's get on with the first lesson.
His teeth are very
I'm
white.
stoked. Guys, this is how sweet Gabriella is. She really is committed to me learning Spanish within these 30 days. She even made a lesson plan. She has everything all
Hi, B.
organized, brought a book for me. And so now we're gonna go over some of the essentials that she thinks I should learn.
Couldn't backfire as a hobby ever, so that'd be cool. It's a great hobby, isn't it? Social interaction, like if I had to give like one thing that you could do to not be depressed,
So
it
Gabriella's
would be
teaching me
interacting
some
with
things
people.
that I would want to say if
In
I
a
were
kind,
traveling
like
to
if you
someone that's Spanish-speaking, so
socially
I could get
interact,
by. So she got
it
some
will
stuff
help
on the
you.
Chalkboard.
High school musical reference. I mean, it's giving Gabriela Montez, no?
Yo monté el monopatín eléctrico. All right, it's easier to
monopatín
translate it than to
Like a
say
motorcycle?
Because I know that you're saying like I ride electric skateboard. Okay, my brain is starting.
Electric skateboard. Oh, I've never heard of
Going to
that.
school might be a
I don't
challenge.
know.
but
I don't
it
even
is
know
a
if
good
I've heard of
feeling
that in
and
English.
stimulating to push yourself towards your goals. Really excited to
Monopatín
see the
eléctrico.
results of this 30 days of change.
Okay, Brett. ¿Quieres caminar a un café juntos?
Would you like to walk to a
Sí.
cafe together?
Yo quiero café con leche.
¿Pasaste?
What? You passed.
Oh, yeah. We're
That's
getting
like.
somewhere.
I feel like that was a. I hope that wasn't his answer to that question because that was not.
So now
the
one
right.
of the other things that I have been doing to practice my Spanish.
Gonna try to
is
combine it with
watching
piano
a
next
TV
year.
show.
Maybe even post the odd
Have
cover remix
you
someday. Yeah, let
heard
us
of
know.
this show called
Let us know.
Rebelde?
Rebelde.
Yeah, of course.
Eh,
Of
eh,
course.
Rebelde.
I watched Rebelde when I was in middle school.
Have you never heard of
So many people will tell you
Rebelde?
this.
It's like a Spanish Degrassi. Really exciting stuff. And it's on the same.
It's like kind of like it's a mix between it's a mix between like Spanish Degrassi and like it's a mix between like a Latin American Degrassi and like a Latin American like I don't want to say I want to say like what's the name of that Disney boy band? Not the Jonas Brothers necessarily, but like Big Time Rush or like One Direction, which isn't Disney, but you know what I mean. It's like a mix of that. It's quite a lot.
Same level of my Spanish, so it's working out well so far. Glad that you were.
We don't get enough like combination media. Like we don't get enough like musical artists with a TV show. Like we don't get enough of that anymore. Like where it's like they're in a fictional TV show where they're learning about they're learning how to make music or like they're starting their career or like they're fighting dragons. Like we don't have enough of that. Skins, definitely not Skins. I've never watched Rebelde. I don't know. I have no Rebelde background. That was not me. If there was any Latin American programs I watched growing up, because I didn't speak Spanish or I wasn't really in touch that much with my Latin side growing up. If there was any programs I watched, there was one show on public television that my parents would watch every weekend called Santo Domingo Invita. That one they used to watch, which is like a tourism thing in Santo Domingo, and they used to just sit there and talk about Santo Domingo stuff. Did I watch any other Latin American like Hispanic shows? I didn't even watch like Dora. I didn't watch a lot of stuff. So I have no background with Rebelde, but many of my Latin friends that do. You're walking home now, Sham? All right. Have a good walk. Happy that you're listening in. Seek out what they know that's different from you. Yeah, you always want to seek out different things from yourself. See you, Freddy. I watch BTS fight dragons. I'm saying like the opportunity.
We're a fan too.
Huge fan. Huge fan.
Still are.
So this is just a Spanish lesson video.
By day 14, I've been watching a lot of Spanish television and even reading.
showed
a
Manhattan
lot in
Chinatown.
Spanish. And I think it's going pretty well. Hola, me llamo Brett. Tengo 28 años.
Pretty good.
Soy de Nueva York. Mi carrera es un YouTuber. Me encanta café con leche
Me encanta.
y pizza.
It's not bad for a person who's just learning. Not bad for a person who's just learning. What do you guys think? Should we do more New York content or should we do language content? You let me know. I'm also getting very hungry. Title's a little misleading maybe. Okay, now we're in Queens.
Today is day 30 of learning Spanish. And what better way to put my Spanish to the test than head to the most ethnically diverse county
Being in a constant state that I know
planet.
nothing.
For those of you who don't know, Queens has the Guinness World Record for exactly that. Even the 7 train which goes through Queens is referred to as International Express. So no better place to test my Spanish than Queens. So all aboard the International Express.
The 7 train. 7 train is one of the better trains, I'm not gonna lie. It is narrow though because it's a number train. The number trains are slightly more narrow. You wouldn't notice though at first. I was only like, it took me many years to figure that out. Oh, you're going to Flushing.
So
okay.
for the first stop on this Queens
See how crowded
adventure,
Flushing
we are
is?
here at the last stop at Flushing.
Flushing is like very
This is the
crowded,
Chinatown parts of
but there are
Queens,
parts of it.
and
It's huge though.
so
There's many
excited
parts of
to
Flushing.
explore.
I've never
Flushing
been
is
to
a
Queens before.
like a borough in
I don't know
itself.
what's going on, and honestly, it's a little
You've never been to
overwhelming,
Queens?
so
Dog, this is
I'm excited to see where
Chinatown.
today goes.
This is gonna be a fun one. First up, let's find the king of Queens, Abraham.
Welcome to Queens, guys. Wow.
I feel like we're in a different planet right now.
Abraham is a
So
very
what part of
Queens
town
name, just
is
because it could be a
Flushing?
name
What
of
can you
many different
expect
people.
when you come here?
Dude, this place is special because it's combination
Talking about
between
language?
Chinese,
You want
Korean,
language
every
content?
Asian
Alright,
countries
cool.
here. So
Alright, cool.
this
No
year
problem,
on
Michael
here is
Jackson.
gonna be like in Chinese language, in Korean
Michael
language.
Jackson.
Gabe is just flabbergasted right now.
Dude, where are we?
I have been to China before, and if you told me right now we were in China,
Yeah.
I would
There's
believe
definitely like you'll be in those parts. I went here. I was in
is
this mall.
in Chinese and not in English. This is
We're
Asia.
literally in Asia.
There's some
We're
good
not allowed
food
to go
here,
to
but
Asia
it's not my
right now,
favorite.
But if you have that urge like we do,
I want to try other stuff in
come to
Flushing though.
Queens.
Welcome, baby.
I gotta learn like mad
I wanna try out
Chinese
this-
like this fucking
this
year.
mystery meat
Because I want to go to
beef
fucking
noodles. You even
Chinatown.
get to watch the guy making the noodles. They are
I'm sure you
extremely
mentioned this
fresh,
before, but
so,
were you born and raised in New York and you live in DR for a bit? Yes. So I was born and raised here in New York. And I lived technically in New Jersey for a year when I was in first grade. And in high school, I lived in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic for 3 years, from freshman to junior year, and then I moved back to New York for senior year, and I've been here since. I don't even think I've actually, I don't think I've left the country since senior year of high school, which that's gonna change in January. I'm taking my first trip back to DR in a long time, so I'm very excited for that.
It's in Queens.
Thanks to this channel. Isn't that crazy? I'm finally getting to fucking leave the country for once in my life. I've never been to Europe or anything like that either, so.
Cheers.
Boba is so fucking good, dog.
Now this is where the test begins. We just made it here to Junction Boulevard. We met up with Juan. Juan was in one of my previous videos where I
Juan.
went to his family's restaurant. So Juan, you're from here. What is this area known for? Like what type of nationality?
This area is mostly Mexican, Ecuadorian, Salvadorian. This is all where you find like
This is like generic
Hispanic
Latino
food,
music,
authentic
not
street
Mexican
food.
music at
So
all.
it's one of my favorite places in the city. I hope
Ugh.
you guys enjoy it. I hope we get to try food.
And from now on,
so fucking good.
You gotta help me out. But I've been practicing Spanish
Oh,
for the
shit,
past
now I want
30
boba.
days. So
I want boba
hablamos
too.
solamente en
You should try Kabul kebab
Hoy se pone
if you're into.
el examen, la prueba.
La prueba.
Perfecto. ¿Tienes hambre?
No comprende.
No comprendo.
Okay,
If you're
Juan,
talking about yourself.
¿qué es
I would love to try Afghan food. I've never tried it before. I've had other Arabic food from
Y
different
la
parts of
carne está el
the
dentro.
Middle East. Adentro.
Mi amigos, buen provecho.
He said that pretty well. That's not arepa. So this is a Colombian place.
Next stop on International Express.
What up, squad? Merry
Vamos a la
Christmas. What's up, Ty?
Colombia.
I'm doing another like 20 minutes and I'm gonna go. Don't go to Paris if you ever get to France. Literally every other city's a better choice.
So
okay,
I
good to
did
know.
the 30-day challenge. Gabe over here is about to do the 30-minute challenge. From what he just learned in the past 30 minutes, he's gonna try and order.
I don't know if I learned anything.
Believe in you, kinda.
Well, you want the cholado prontito banano.
See?
And that's the only thing I have memorized, so I'm gonna
so
get one
hungry.
of those too. So dos. Hola. Chelada prontito. Tres.
That was good, eh?
Yeah, that's all you gotta learn. That's all you gotta learn. An item and a number.
I said 3 words. Chelada prontito, tres.
¿Qué este? What
Tres.
is this?
Tres choladas prontitos
I've
por
never
favor.
seen anything like this.
That
You guys
looks
want
so
some
good.
Exotic, cool foods from around the world. Gotta come to Queens.
It's a cholado. I've never tried that before. I've had like micheladas and
So we're ending this
cheladas and stuff like that.
cool spot.
I had a good one in
What
LA once.
exactly is
Well, it
this
was like
food
fruit.
truck?
It was fruit cup though. It wasn't like a drink.
It's a softy truck that they turn into a empanada.
Okay, we want to do like Spanish content. We can learn Spanish. We can do some Spanish learning content. We can do some sort of Spanish thing. So this is España. That's different. That's not the same Spanish. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Spanish differences between Spain, Mexico, and Argentina.
Learn a language by watching TV. Choose from hundreds of TV shows.
Ellos, ellos, and ellos.
In Mexico, you cannot say that word.
In English, it will be the word started with F.
Good to know. This is good travel tips.
World friends.
Hello, I'm Christina from the US.
Hello, I'm Lily from Mexico.
Hello,
Hablas español.
Hello, I'm Andrea from Spain.
Exotic. Exotic is a weird word, but I don't know. I'll give him a pass, I guess. Guess how many countries speak Spanish? That's a lot. Speak Spanish as like a primary language or as like one of the secondary languages? Like as an official language? I would guess probably like 21.
A lot. 15, 17, 20.
Oh, I was at 21.
I
was close.
Not about the million native speakers. I mean, I knew that many person, like many countries, that speak Spanish, but I think 20 is like a lot. Yeah, I was surprised. I think it's like
Yo tengo un gato negro en los pantalones.
I mean, there's
The
a
only
lot of
sentence
words.
I remember from high school Spanish class, they taught you that sentence in high school Spanish class. That is not a coherent sentence. Unless gato negro has a connotation here that I'm not familiar with. Can you check out the 9 de Julio celebration for the World Cup? I think we should say that for a soccer conversation, for a football conversation
Totally
stream.
different. When people's like,
Isn't Spanish like the second most spoken language in the world? No, I don't think so, but I think it might be third or fourth. Let me see. Most spoken language in the world. It's Chinese first. It's Chinese second. Okay. Yeah. English first. Mandarin Chinese. Not Cantonese, but Mandarin Chinese second. Hindi third, which is fascinating because there's so many freaking people in South Asia that speak so many different languages other than Hindi. So there's a lot of people in China and across the world that speak other types of Chinese other than Mandarin. And then Spanish is fourth. 512 million speakers of Spanish in the world.
oh, the accent sounds the same.
Yeah, Mandarin is second.
Not the same. It's very different.
Oh, your accents are very different.
Yeah, some expressions. We can guess, but not exactly understand each other.
I feel like anybody you speak to in Hindi will know English though, right? I don't know if we have any. We probably don't have any Desi folks in the chat right now because it's the middle of the Eastern Standard Time day, but I feel like most people who are South Asian, Indian, or like Indian diaspora or South Asian or speak like in India they'll speak English for sure.
Why? And every time she says something, I was like, what it means? Like, because like some words
Yeah.
for her means something. For me, it means like
The
completely
differences in Spanish. So if you learn Spanish, you're gonna learn a Spanish that's like conventional mainstream Spanish that anybody can understand. But if you're talking to people from different countries in Latin America, their default is gonna speak in their natural way, which is very colloquial, very local. So the accents and the slang, like and the different grammatical structures and stuff. The grammatical structures are not that much, but like the different just the differences in Spanish from region to region, a lot of us have hard times understanding each other, like in regional. Like if a motherfucker from Chile were to speak to me in Chilean Spanish right now, I would be like, I have no idea what you're saying. But like my Spanish, I have like okay Dominican Spanish. I have like okay like conventional like Spanish. So I can speak Spanish with anybody in a conventional way and like get by. But you only really have like regionally, like you only really have your own region or a couple others you're familiar with. There's a lot of differences.
I like so much the other accent expressions.
I'm guessing she's Spanish, she's Argentinian, and she's Mexican.
Than my Spanish.
Aguacate.
Mexico, aguacate.
In Argentina, palta.
Palta.
Ooh, totally different word.
In Spain, we say aguacate.
Aguacate is actually Nahuatl. From what I remember, aguacate is actually a word that descends from Nahuatl, which is indigenous, the most popular indigenous language from Mexico, because I believe it's the Aztec language. Nahuatl, although there's a ton of indigenous languages, of course. But a lot of the words that have the ate at the end, I think all the ate words are or ote words are words that come from Nahuatl. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Like chocolate is actually, I believe, a Nahuatl word. Like it's Nahuatl, right? Yeah, Nahuatl, not Nahuatl. Sorry, Nahuatl. So it came from chocolatl, and that means chocolate beverage. Which the funny part is that like that word and then in Latin America becomes chocolate, and that is the word that we take in English. We make it chocolate. So the actual word in English comes from Nahuatl, technically, chocolate. It's just pronounced differently. And in Spanish, it's the exact same spelling, but it's pronounced chocolate. So aguacate is another one of those words, Nahuatl. You'll see a lot of Nahuatl in Mexico Spanish. Yeah. There's definitely some more descendant of Nahuatl in Mexican Spanish, but a lot of those words are also well used in other parts of the world.
Aguacate.
Oh, you have like a almost like W?
My Spanish is not like the best.
It's
to be
actually
clear.
my first time hearing it.
Yeah, I heard it.
I know all my friends say that everyone hates Cuban Spanish, but I don't have a dog in that fight. I don't have an issue with Cuban Spanish. I don't know much about it though. I don't have like Cuban friends, unfortunately. I'm from Chile. I swear people from other countries never understand I speak. No, we do not understand you, bro. We do not understand.
Aguacate. It's not even similar.
No, but I mean like in movies or stuff like that.
Where's Denai, bro? We gotta get Denai.
Subtitles. They put aguacate.
I always enjoy having Denai around. Banana. We say. You say no. Wait, Mexican people, I need you to confirm whether y'all call bananas plátanos in fucking Mexico, because if that is true, that is extremely disorienting. A plátano is a planting or a plantain. In DR, we actually call it guineo, which may be a word from fucking Taino. We actually say guineo. Well, we say, we might say guineo is like unripe, but we also I've heard us say guineo for I've heard us say guineo for like not I've heard us say guineo for ripe bananas too. Yeah, sometimes people use it for the ripened counterpart too. We say plátano. You say plátano for banana? I need to text my girlfriend right now. This is fucked up. Nah, bro, that's not right. That's not. Why would you call a banana a plátano? I don't understand. It's not a plátano. What do you call plátanos then? You gotta tell me what you call plátanos. Because this is well, a lot of people say banana too. But it's pretty well accepted to say banana. Because I think partially because there's different words for banana in Spanish, and basically everybody will understand banana, but guineo is we say guineo more often.
We say banana.
Banana.
In Spain, we say plátano.
You say plátano? What? This is driving me crazy, bro. So what do you call a plantain? That's crazy, bro. Are bananas and plátanos the same plant? Are they the same? Are they the same thing?
Heard that before. Sometimes
It's just like different
our
versions. I'm
in
confused,
the
bro.
States, it also
My
has
brain
English
is.
and Spanish word, so that's why sometimes I understand a little bit. Plátano.
Plátano.
I'm like nervous.
This is a fucking. This is a fucking plátano, bro. This is a plátano. Okay, you guys saw the plátanos earlier. These are plátanos, bro. These are plátanos. Ningún fucking banana. Ningún fucking plátano for banana.
It's like foreigner.
Yeah.
I don't really eat plantains. I had to ask my dad what he calls plantains. Whoa. That's fair, but whoa. Wanted to share. Someone asked me today who my favorite YouTubers were, and I mentioned you. Like, oh, Green Mail, man. Thank you. That's very kind of you. How does it feel to know that Gwen Stefani is responsible for the most generally known method for spelling a word? B-A-N-A-N-A-S? Plantains are bananas that aren't ripe, I'm pretty sure.
Accent.
Plátano.
I feel like they're different, aren't they? I don't know.
Plátano.
They have a different... The green bananas are plantains. Yeah, they're green. That's a... I don't know.
Plátano. Yeah,
I'm gonna sound really dumb.
The first A, so it's like.
But plantains are bigger too.
Plátano. Yeah.
Good teachers.
Hollaback girl, yeah, but B-A-N-E-N-E-S. This is piña. B-A-N-E-N-E-S is probably the spelling of our generation. I would have to think about what else would be. I would have to think about what else.
Piña. In Argentina, we say ananá.
Ananá.
Piña. Okay, I've heard piña before, but what is it? Anana?
Ananá.
Anana. Ooh,
Ananá.
sounds like
I've never heard that.
Anana.
It actually kind of sounds like, yeah.
I hear it in Portuguese.
Like some songs, they always say anana.
That would be good in a song. Anana. Okay, I can hear it.
Oh, she's Portuguese?
Eating my ananas.
Carro. Bueno. Carro is not how you're supposed to call it, but we call it carro. A carro is technically the cart. Like if you're in the cart of a train, like a train car, a carro. This is supposed to be an automóvil. What they teach you is that this is an automóvil. They might say an auto. Okay, for us, we will say this is. I would say this is a carro, but if you want to be like extra Dominican, technically, like a lot of us call this a jipeta. Like that's a slang for a car in the DR. Jipeta coming from like a jeepette, like a jeep car. And we just call any car like, it's a jipeta. We say auto, coche. I've heard I don't think we say coche at all, but I've heard coche from other people for sure. Plantains are great if they're dried and have textures like chips. I have some. I could eat them right now. I'm not gonna lie. Finland we say auto. A lot of people say auto. Coche? Is it coche or is it coche? I thought it was coche. Coincidentally, ananas is pineapple in Russian. Whoa. See, with Argentina, y'all mix with all types of Europeans over there.
In Mexico, we say carro.
In Argentina,
Carro.
we say auto.
In Spain, we say coche.
Oh,
Coche.
it's all different.
Yeah, coche.
Auto? Yeah.
Auto.
Auto.
Auto.
So cute. No, I'm not making
Jipeta. Italian. Yeah, it's a jipeta.
It's just cute.
This is my default Italian
The way I
impression.
say it,
I'm
like
so sorry.
automobile, car.
Banana, plátano are like vegetables. Yeah. Bananas, plantain, but like the smaller ones are bananas. This fruit in Martinica, West Indies. Oh, shout out to the West Indies. The West Indies is here. West Indies those are my people. As a Dominican. Dominicans, I feel like we're Caribbean, so it's like I sometimes feel more camaraderie with other Caribbean people than I do with like South Americans. I'm sorry. Definitely more with Spain. South Americans are pretty different from Dominicans. Especially like South Americans. Colombians are more similar, but like Argentinians, like y'all are a whole different. That is a whole different. What is an ananá, bro? Fried plantains are definitely the ones.
Just read that.
Coche and coche, which is that is definitely a wild image.
Auto.
Auto.
Auto. Yeah, no.
Auto.
So different.
Do the other languages have saying like tomato, English does? I mean, they do, but I would struggle to say them. The Dominicans have amarillos too. Amarillos like bananas? Like bananas amarillas? I don't know. We do. I mean, like, I'm trying to remember what you... Like, we do eat bananas, and we call them guineos or bananas.
Like automobile, coche, carro,
Guineo.
have like all of them, but carro is the most like normal.
If I heard someone saying carro or auto, I would understand, but I will know that they are not from
Yeah,
Spain.
that's...
Actually, we say carro and coche more like things with wheels, like when you go shopping, or like grocery shopping, we say cochecito or carrito.
Cochecitos. I think I may have...
In Mexico, we say lápiz.
In Argentina, we say lapicera.
In Spain, we say bolígrafo.
Bolígrafo.
That's easier.
Bolígrafo. Yeah, I would say if it's a pencil, it's lápiz. If it's a pen, it's lapicero.
We have like lápiz or pluma. Or we
Or
also
pluma.
say lapicera. I think Mexico is like so mixed. We use like many words for the same product.
Yeah.
In Puerto Rico, amarillos are what we call fried sweet plantains. Oh, we call those maduros. You're talking about maduros. These are the fucking these are good, bro. when I was growing up as a kid, I never liked these. I always stayed away from them. As an adult, let me tell you, I fucked these up. Especially when they got the good Maillard reaction. They need to have a good Maillard reaction. Ananas is the most common sound for pineapples amongst major languages. I was so confused for a second. Wow, really? Argentina has Italian influence. Argentina is just it like Argentina is like Italy too. Like Argentina is just like the second largest concentration of Italian people in the universe, isn't it?
I've heard lapis before. What was your
I just saw your
word
community
for
post about your next video. I think that's such a great topic. I'm glad you make videos like this. I hope you enjoy it.
In more casual, we just say boli.
Boli. Pomme de terre, that's a choice.
It's ink, but
I don't know
bolígrafo
what
and
pomme de
boli and yeah, we can realize.
Yeah, we would understand
oh,
what bolígrafo means too. Yeah, that's very default Spanish as well. Necesito un auto. Una guagua. We say guagua a lot.
Tengo que tomar el autobús.
En Argentina es tengo que tomar el colectivo.
En España es tengo que coger el autobús.
Tengo que coger. I think we say coger in DR. Coger la guagua. We might say guagua. You might hear guagua.
All very different.
Guaguas, we call buses guaguas.
C-O-G-E-R.
Lápiz pasta.
Coger.
Coger. Look, I'm so bad.
No, it was good.
Does that take a bus?
Tomar is like take, and
Tomar.
I guess coger is like
Coger,
take too.
tomar and
Actually,
coger are take.
in Spanish,
Tomar is
we say
drink,
tomar
yeah.
as drink too. So we have tomar like drink,
Well, that make a
and tomar
gesture.
like take, and I don't know if there's something.
French
tengo
potatoes are the
is I
apples of the
have
earth,
to.
and Northern
is
German
a-
call
a
oranges
little
Afelsin, like apple from China.
Thing with coger.
Oh, like Mandarin.
I don't want to say it.
In Mexico, you cannot say that word.
Tengo que
For
tomar
other
la
Spanish
micro.
speakers, when they travel to Spain, they are like, why
Tomar la
they
guagua.
cogen everything?
Really?
I mean, not bad word, but
It's a sexual meaning.
Yeah, coger is for some people. Coger has a sexual meaning.
So in Argentina we don't say that. We just say tomar.
But for me, tomar is more like drink, or if I give to you an object, I say toma, but
Toma.
not for the bus.
Who's gonna explain
The
it?
bus.
in Mexico, yeah, it's more like sexual thing. Man and girl, they.
I mean, if you say it in a certain language, in a certain context, it'll be a sexual meaning. But we can
say
say
it in a not respectful way
say
to
coger.
say it.
Kind of
Coger is like
Yeah.
coger is still like, I don't know, man. Like, I get it if it's fucked for y'all, but like for us, it's not fucked. I mean, it could be, but it's not generally. Like you say, you know, cojo una. Yo cogí una. Sorry, my mom is meowing at the cat. Tengo que coger una. I don't know if we really say coger that much. If I'm thinking about it, it doesn't sound that.
Can't be dropping that word.
In Mexico.
Están invitados,
¿Estás
yeah.
invitado?
In
Estás
Argentina es
invitado.
Están invitados.
In Spain, we say estáis invitados.
Estáis because you're talking about a group of people. If you're saying a group of people, you say están invitados. If you're talking about an individual person, you say estás invitado. Like if you're talking in second person. And if you're talking about a group of people that you're talking to, you can say están invitados, or you can say estáis invitados, like that, which is the ice We don't use that in Latin America. It's weird to
Spain
us.
is a little bit different again.
It's not that common for us to say the pronoun like
vosotros.
Vosotros. We don't say vosotros.
In Mexico, you say ustedes, like the pronoun, like you're making like a distance to the person.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't use normally. I think the pronoun. The verb is giving.
Yeah, the verb
hints
suggests
about
the
that
pronoun.
So we just delete it. Yeah.
Well, I think
It's definitely less form. It's definitely less. It's more formal and more a little bit more distant to use the pronouns more actively. But especially as a person who's like doesn't speak Spanish that fluently, it can be much. It's pretty normal if you use the pronouns when you speak, like ustedes, cómo están ustedes, rather than cómo están. Because it's just more, you think about it more from the translation to English, which would be like, how are you guys, right? You wouldn't just be like, how are, right? In Spanish, you would say, more normally, you would say, ¿cómo están? And that the verb tense clarifies that you're speaking to a group of people. Or ¿cómo estás? Or ¿cómo estoy? I'm talking about myself. Like, that clarifies different people that you're speaking to. It's just not as natural for a person who's coming from English. What's up, Maj?
Country, they all
We're gonna wrap up
have
soon because I'm
different
starving, but I'll keep
intonation.
this
I
live.
noticed that for Spain, some of the words are a little bit different. So I think maybe next time I can really recognize if someone's from Spain. It was fun. I really like hearing.
We'll do one more video and then we'll go.
And learning about words and.
One more video and then I'm gonna go, guys, because I'm hungry. My mom made soup, and I also have those. I also have the plantain chips. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Ousmane Dembélé. Ramenez la coupe à la maison. Allez, les bleus, allez. I'm trying to see what would be a good video for us. I'm trying to think. You day ended on a bad note? Oh no. If you want to talk about it, Shem, feel free. I feel sad to hear that though. You're at a Christmas market? Oh, that's fun. What kind of soup? I think it's like a chicken soup. Numbers in Spanish. Ramenez la coupe à la maison. Well, this is the Spanish though. I need Colombia is in the house for this one. Beer versus birra.
She's going to the jungle.
See, Colombians are low-key Dominican. Colombians are Dominicans. I'm not gonna lie.
Colombia is a very, very big country, and depending on the region that you are from, you have a different accent.
I've never heard that name before in my
If
life.
you're from the
Andrea.
north part of Colombia, and you're like from the beach side, and
I'm gonna subscribe to this channel. I enjoy these videos.
Ajá, ¿qué estás haciendo? Entonces hablan como con un flow para Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Colombians are definitely Dominican.
Everyone that lives around the sea has like this type of
We're very laid back because of the water and sun makes you relax, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and you're like ajá, en la X, la J, la S.
Yeah, the ajá,
Mexico too, from the capital.
Okay, but Mexico is different because it's more pronounced H. Like it's more of a not H, but like ajá. It's more of a pronounced, like you would say like. Estás dando like you would. It's not the same. It's like the Mexicans speaking small a little bit. And Mexicans will be like, "Está dando la comida." Like you would say it with the same like openness, like that. Like you would say like a Dominican person, or I guess a Colombian person in a sense.
They're like the preppy ones.
Okay, I'm sharing the story.
Ay, chino, ¿será que me pasa un taja lápiz? Me hace un fan, no sé qué. So they sound very preppy, right? If you are paisa, then that's the gold accent that everyone outside
the people know the paisa. That's the parcero.
of Colombia loves. Hola bebé, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué está haciendo? Ay, divino, me muero, marica. Divino. And if you're from where I'm from, it's Cali. That's
She was about to say a word that you. She was about to say a word and she cut herself off, cause.
Divino. Haciendo. Ay, divino, me muero, marica.
Yeah, that's not a word that you want to say. And outside of those concepts, that is not a good word, bro. She's never sworn. Oh. I think there was a message missing in Sham's. Mexican is a bit more nasally, IMO. I feel like it's a little bit. Mexicans are just. It's like a smaller. Like it's a smaller mouth. It's a smaller mouth situation. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está todo? Whereas like for a Dominican, it'd be like, ¿Cómo está todo? Talk more about Gen Z in the workforce in your next videos. It's amazing how different generations are, especially since we have grown up with tech and have never been more connected to our generation. I might have some workforce content coming up. I'm so sorry, Sham. It sucks. I mean, it's never fun when you accidentally make somebody upset, but you also have to remember, like, it's not personal. And if a person is holding something against you for something that you did that isn't really, you know, fully your fault, like it wasn't your intention to hurt anybody, then you have to understand, like, that's not something that you can take with you, you know. Sometimes it just happens. Like, life is full of those experiences and those little moments where you accidentally say something wrong, you accidentally hurt somebody's feelings, and as long as you're just like, you know, empathetic and you try to be respectful and responsible, like, you'll get past it. It'll go fine. And the people for whom it'll be a big issue, those are people that, you know, usually it's their fault. Like they have to get over some level of it, you know. That's kind of weird though. Like, I don't know if you want to be in a situation with, like, I don't know. I would probably need more intel on that situation, and I don't want to give to like pry too much, but like situations that happen like that where it's based on like liking a guy, I don't understand that being a thing at all. Like,
and
we gotta get past. Like, I'm so glad that I'm of the age now where that kind of shit is just immediately stupid. At least for me, like people being mad like, oh, you like a guy and I like a guy, like, or you think I like a guy that you like, or you think I like a guy likes me, like, that shit is so like, it's passe. And her shit together and hurts my fair amount. But there's nothing you can do about that, Sham. Like, I mean, if you like the guy, then that's one. It's still not your fault. Like, you don't have to base your romantic decisions off of, like. I mean, I understand, like, saying, like, you know, staying away from people, like not wanting to go for somebody your friend wants to go for, but like, you can't, anything that you can't control, like, you just have to let it be, man. And having dreams about somebody does not mean you have a crush on somebody. That shit is very subliminal. It's a very different thing. Yeah, Ty is totally right about that too. Like, honestly, Sham, like, I would just like do my best to just stay away from the drama. If I'm being 100% honest with you, like, this sounds like there's like a lot of baggage and drama here that's very not important to what's actually important in life, you know. And if people are gonna be weird to you about something like that, then like, just keep it nice and composed, you know. Makes you feel guilty for dreaming about him. I understand why you feel that way, but that's very silly, you know. If you think about that, that's actually very silly. You do nice things for everybody. Yeah, that's not something that's not like a crush. That's not like a, yeah, man. Like, crushes are such a silly thing to be mad about in the first place. Even if you were a person who, even if you did have a crush on him and you did do nice things for him, like, there's no reason for somebody to be super mad at you about that, honestly. I would definitely just like reevaluate whether or not people are being very fair to you in this situation, and whether or not this is a situation that you want to involve yourself in very much with, you know. But also, you know, you're young, you're in a situation like that, it's very tricky. I would just keep it nice and composed. That's always like, keep it nice and tight is what I would say. Like just be formal, be respectful, be chill, be very chill, and like in the sense, like don't don't get yourself more involved in the situation than you have to be, because there's like seems to be a lot of volatility over there that you don't really need to be dealing with.
And if you're from where I'm from, it's Cali, that's El Valle. ¿Qué estás haciendo, No, yo estoy aquí disfrutando, tomándome un champús.
Shampoos?
Oh,
Shampoo like the shampoo?
No, champús. That's a regional.
I never had that.
Made with lulo, pineapple.
Champús, that sounds good.
Lulo. You don't know the wonders of lulo. Okay, it's a fruit that you have.
She's Dominican, like this is a Colombians, y'all are Dominican.
Monsters. With YouTube Premium, you can download videos.
Yeah, you don't need to read into dreams.
Watching.
And like a lot of the time, like liking somebody in a dream. Oops.
There's a new
Liking somebody in the dream is
say hello to Riverside.
Quite the opposite from actually liking them. It's very different. I don't really like her. I want her to dislike me or anything. She'd be acting weird around me and generally kind of avoiding me. Well, if anything, you can talk to her about it and see like, hey, is there something I'm doing that's bothering you, and see what she says, you know. But like if she's treating you a certain way and she's avoiding you and she's acting weird around you, and now you're saying that she's snapping at you, you know, you shouldn't worry about her disliking you or not, because that's her choice. Rubia, that's her choice. That's not your choice. It's clear why, but I don't want this to ruin anything. We spent the whole last summer together. We slept over at each other's houses. We literally gone on vacation together with each other's families. And then maybe tomorrow you guys aren't friends anymore. And then what? You know, you already had the memories. You don't need anything more from her. You know, like if this is a person that's like, if this is a situation where this person actually is like treating you in a negative way because of a crush, then like you definitely can just take the memories and move on. You don't have to worry about ruining anything, because that person's the person who's ruining it. You're being normal, right? And from what we know, it might not be that serious. It might be that she's just uncomfortable and you might want to have a talk to her about it. But like if she has a problem with you and she's like acting a certain way and acting like you're doing something negative and you're really not doing anything negative, then what I would do is just be like, all right, cool, well, sorry about that, and then just like not really talk to her anymore. Honestly, like it will serve you and her much better if you just remove yourself from a negative situation. So what I would do is I would maybe talk to her about it, check in with her. And you're a very nice person, you're very young, and you're still in that point of your life which many people stay in for a long time, where you're like nervous about what people feel about you and you don't want to hurt people's feelings. Hurting people's feelings is sometimes a very good thing to do. And if this person, because the thing is, it's not on you, it's on them. Like it's on other people to just act mature. No, Sham. Listen to me. If you thought that boy was like, if you thought this dude was the most beautiful person in the world and you wanted to spend every moment of your life with him, and you knew that 1000% for sure, it still wouldn't be your fault. There is nothing that excuses somebody treating you a negative way. Okay, so if this person, and it happens, but if this person is treating you a negative way, and you're uncomfortable about it, you know, you could talk to her about it because she's your friend, and just see what she says and be like, hey, what's going on? Like, is there something I could do? Get the word from her, and then try to act on that. But there's nothing, you're not doing anything wrong. Okay, you need to understand this now before you have to understand it very later in life, because there are some people that are going to be really good at making you feel bad for doing nothing wrong at all. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not for having a crush on somebody, which you don't even have. That's not anything wrong. Okay, life is too short. You know what I mean? You don't get to just treat people negatively because they like somebody and they're nice to somebody, and you don't even like this person. So in that case, like, bro, like, I also don't even know if she's being mean, and maybe I'm misreading things. Well, if you're misreading things, then you're still being made uncomfortable about stuff, and you still have, you know, you can maybe be more patient to see and wait it out to see how much more you feel about, like, if it's really like you're being, you know, feeling like she's being mean but you're not sure, maybe you could take more time. But honestly, like, usually when people say maybe I'm misreading things, you can honestly like tell usually that they're actually not misreading things, and they're actually being, you know, pretty alert to their surroundings. So if you're in that situation though where you don't know quite what to do, then the best thing to do is get your distance. Like just let things play out as they are and don't get involved. Don't do too much. Just like let them handle it. And later on you'll have more perception. Like you'll be able to see it later on. So my advice generally would be like, hang out with folks less and find some like hang out with some other friends, and you know stay chill with them. You don't have to have a problem with them, but like keep your distance because clearly there's some stuff there that's making you uncomfortable. And usually later on in life, when something is making you uncomfortable in a moment but you don't know quite what it is, later on in life you figure it out. She just whispered it. Like honestly, like if you're misreading it and she's not doing anything wrong, then you know if you just play it chill, nobody will know. You know what I mean? But if you do have a right to be upset, which you usually do, and if she is being mean to you, and you just continuously put yourself in that situation and like toil over it, you're gonna torture yourself. Just keep your distance, man. Keep your distance as much as possible. Yeah, like even outside of the romantic context, right? For like Michael Jackson's MJ's saying, it's like, you know, in MJ's case, like it's like even outside of a romantic situation, if somebody's making you uncomfortable and the vibes are not good, just let those vibes be. Even after, so maybe I'm not misreading. Yeah, you're probably not. You're probably not misreading. So honestly, like either way, whether you're misreading or not, like I think the answer is literally just like either talk to her about it and be like, hey, you got an issue with me because you seem like you got angry about something. Let's talk this out. Or just keep your distance and just focus on other people, you know? But you know, I would mostly go with the second. I would just let shit happen. You know, if you don't want to, if there's something that's going to explode around you, you walk away from it. You know what I mean? You don't have to like sit there and try to figure it out before it explodes and then have it all explode in your face. You know what I mean? Keep your distance from explosive situations. Let it play out. Be like, I don't got to deal with drama.
Rubia.
Shout out to the Arrow Ace community in my chat.
Either güera or rubia.
Güera.
In Argentina we say
rubia. Güera is like for white people.
Like one of my friends from Colombia, she's always say, "Hey, mona, mona, mona," and I'm like, "Mona." Like in mona in Mexico, it means like you're pretty.
Oh, really?
Like, mona, and I'm like, "Thank you." And it's like, no, bitch. I'm telling you, you are blonde, not beauty. And I'm like,
it also can mean monkey.
Yeah. Or doll. We discussed this before.
Yeah, I mean, this person might not be doing anything mean. This person might not be trying to be outwardly mean to you. Maybe she's frustrated. Maybe she's got a lot of shit going on. But the point is, you know, be okay with not knowing. That's good advice. Like, just if something's uncomfortable, just stay away from it. You know, or you know, if you're ready to handle, if you feel like you're prepared emotionally to handle like a falling out or a situation, then yeah, you can get involved. You can get messy. But like, if you're not trying to deal with some bullshit, then just don't deal with it and let it play out. You know what I mean? And spend additional time second guessing yourself and this is your utility in doing it. Decide what your responsibility in this is and move forward as best able. Ty is speaking that that pragmatic shit like right now. Like Ty is talking that shit. Avocado toast sounds delicious. I'm really hungry.
Doll, pretty,
güera. So you pronounce güera because if I read it, I will say guero.
Okay,
because that's not the point.
Okay, I know it's missing the diéresis, and some people do it with a W, but I think it's a slang thing.
It's just like a slang thing.
Incorrect way of doing
They do it incorrectly on purpose, yeah. I didn't really think about that.
Hey, güera. You haven't heard that song?
No.
Alejandra Guzmán? Hey, güera.
Yeah, don't take any responsibility for other people's issues.
I think that I've heard other songs from her.
Okay, is this the same song? Yeah.
Best of wishes indeed. Farmacia.
In Spain, we say farmacia.
In Mexico, we say farmacia as well.
In Colombia, we say droguería.
In Argentina, we say farmacia.
Oh,
droguería.
Yeah.
La droguería.
La droguería.
What did she just do with her sleeves? All right, bro. I'm too hungry to keep going. This has been fun. It's dark. I'm hungry. I'm cold. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll be back maybe tomorrow. It's gonna be storming, so I might be back tomorrow. I might be back Saturday. We'll see. But see y'all. I still haven't uploaded the ending screen to this thing, so I'm just gonna let y'all. Just gonna and then